Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Component Cast show, the Elendor Chronicles. Before we get on with tonight's episode, be sure to like, subscribe if you're on one of our YouTube variants. If you're listening to us on the podcast version, why not give us a rating or turn on your auto downloader so you don't miss a show. You can find all of our shows in their own podcast feed. For the Elendor Chronicles, you search the Elendor Chronicles. Also, for other housekeeping tonight, if you want to support the show, one of the best ways to do it is becoming one of our Twitch subscribers or joining us on Patreon. Patreon gives us the biggest slice of the pie and helps us do more and more things. Other than that, let us get on with tonight's episode. So, let's get rid of Zorp's Emporium. Last time, or recently, should I say, on the Elendor Chronicles, we have been on a journey of sorts, shall we say. Our brave adventurers found themselves amidst a cultish, fiendish, possibly necromantic plot, which was started by obscure waves of plagues appearing in the plains of the Nardafell. After successfully tracking down the source of some of the disease, some trinkets made of blood silver, the party took to the defences of the capital of Gervalu as a wave of blood and fiendish energy took over the city. Sadly, with the passing of the living saint, the city became hallowed once more. Then our adventurers took to finding this cult, or this particular group, once and for all, which led them to an obscure, abandoned farmhouse along one of the royal roads, in which housed a portal to one of the planes of the abyss. Since then, they have been journeying through the plains of the abyss, finding one of the unholy forges used to craft the blood silver trinkets, which they dispatched with, after accidentally also dropping a Vorpal dagger into the heart of it, causing it to collapse in on itself. Where we left off, however, was with the party preparing to defend themselves as a group of riders progressed towards them, who spied the destruction of the forge. We now have a small fortress of bug critters that you killed being proclaimed, and we have a battle map ready. So, gang, one thing that I want to ask you is, are you happy with your positioning? And also, is there anything else you'd like to do before these guys essentially enter the battle map? I've marked where they're going to be entering from. As a few things about this map from what you're seeing in front of you is the bug wall from the mosquito people. That is considered 3/4 cover, and moving through it is difficult terrain. Also, people would not be able to ride their mounts across it unless they had like flight, for example. And then the mist you're seeing behind you counts as being heavily obscured. That's the mist in which the forge was poking out of. at the bottom of the spine.
We're going to go ahead and do our pre-combat fight prep because we haven't done that yet. We were saving that for this week specifically.
Yep.
Breton is going to be casting protection from evil and good on himself. Because it seems like that's going to be very useful in this fight. Is there anything else that we were going to use? I was thinking about using Warding Bond, but in this fight that might be more of a detriment than a help. I think he'll also put a... Ruby doesn't have Death Ward on her yet. No, she doesn't. We'll throw a Death Ward up on Ruby too. Oops, I put that on myself. That is a reminder anyway, so it does not matter. Yeah, we'll put Death Ward on Ruby.
Okay.
And I think that's the prep for Breton. It's still putting it on me.
Cool. We'll go line by line. So, Ruby, are you doing any pre-fight prep?
I'm casting Fire Shield on myself. My wings are coming out. And she's going to stand basically on top of the corpses to make herself as obvious as possible.
Okay. Would
they
you
know we're here.
throw up that move?
Yep.
Where you exactly want to be?
Fire Shield. All I have is the damage. I don't actually have the effect because it... I don't know if it's the way it worked when I set up the spell. It's an older one. But it's when I get hit, they take damage, and I'm resistant to certain types of damage.
Fire Shield. Did you make this spell yourself?
I don't think so. I might have, but I don't think so. I could delete it and put the new one back in.
Yeah, see if you can drag it in again, see if it changes. Because you should have a cast effect on it rather than cast
nope,
damage.
There is not. That is from the... Nope, just damage.
Okay, we'll just have to be aware of that then.
Yep.
Cool. And finally, Valymr. Any other prep that you want to do, bud?
Oh, my shield.
You're muted.
I'll have my lizard being summoned and protection from evil and good. And I think that's all I want to do at the moment.
Okay.
I have so many different concentration spells. It's like, oh, which one do I choose?
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do? Anything you want for clarification?
No, I think that's about as prepped as we're going to get.
Actually, I will be mounted. I'll be mounted on him.
You're going to be mounted on it? Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll just mark you as mounted. So you will now take the movement of your mount. Okay, gang.
Now we're fine.
Breton.
F it, we ball.
You are first up on the turn order. You see the creatures, the 5 riders come into closer field. You're the one that kind of caught on to the fact that they knew you were here, utilizing James's spyglass, like the spyglass scope on his broken rifle. And it was one of those things of their attention changed very rapidly once the spire, the chimney of the forge collapsed in on itself. But you see them on these spectral horses that don't seem to... They seem more like summons. using your own knowledge of the planes and the arcane. They don't seem to be physical entities. They're not ghosts or anything. It seems to be like a form of ethereal movement. But they come into focus. They are a good distance from you. Is there anything you would like to do, though?
Looking at this, I think Breton is going to take the dodge action, just waiting for them to get closer. He's no use that far out.
Yep.
I think this is going to be one of the fights where we use one of these that we've gotten since the potions were ruined. Bonus action. Breton is going to down a potion of heroism.
Oh, absolutely. Go for it.
Because that just seems like a good call.
Sounds like a very good call to make, honestly.
We're going to... And that'll be his turn.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good turn. Ruby, over to you. Sorry, I will confirm that movement for you. Oh, no, are you trying to be there?
Yep, right about there.
Okay, cool.
Ruby is going to ready a spell to cast as soon as the Nullian Mage and the Death Knight are within 110 feet of her.
Okay. What spell are you readying?
Wall of Fire.
Okay. Good to know.
I'm sorry, Wall of Force.
Okay. Good to know. Mark down the use of that spell slot then.
Mm-hmm.
Houndsman. Alright, let me just check. Oh, Houndsman. 175, okay. These guys have 40 movement, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because of the horse, that's where they get to. So you see this. This is one of the units you haven't seen yet, but it looks very much like those dog-headed, undead, like fiend creation hybrids. Like the ones you saw with the glaive. However, this one seems to only have a long sword, and it's riding on a spectral, almost looks like a nightmare but blue. And then it fades, and it sort of, this creature like takes off into a run. And it's going to use its dash to get to there. So it's going to move to ground. The save, and then a second one with the, different selection. Going to do the same, and let me just showcase that to the stream. These guys coming on in. These Anubis-like dog-headed fiends. And it seems like these ones seem to be in slightly lighter armor, but they are like yapping and snarling as well. They're like slightly frenzied, maybe, by the chance to attack.
Sorry, Midge, I know this is important. What is that on the fan behind you over your right shoulder?
Nobody on the stream can see it, so it's hilarious that you pointed out. It is a mask of my own face. Welcome to the MidgeCon. That is my AC unit. I wonder if hold on, I might be able to show stream. Give me 2 seconds, just so they're not thinking you're insane. I've got to really gaslit you and be like, what's on the fan? What's on the AC unit behind me? Hold on, we are on this scene.
I only see an AC. There's nothing on it.
Oh, it's,
this has come up on both sessions, so at this point, there's a common theme.
Oh yeah, you've had the glory of already seeing it, haven't you, Lake?
Yes, I have.
There we go. Cool. All right, so those two rush in. And wise men say only fools rush in. But it is the Nullian Mage's turn. What is his required range? Okay. Ruby, make me a perception check as you're up on the battlements. Ooh. Okay. You don't see that. Well, you can kind of make out magic gets cast, but that's it.
It's too far away for me to do anything about it anyway.
And wait,
and he vanishes.
Wait for it. Yep, he vanishes. And so does this guy. Valymr, make a perception check.
Okie dokie. The blindfold isn't on yet, so that
Oh,
works.
the
I can actually do
blindfold's
those.
not on?
No, well, you said it's a bonus action to pull it down.
Okay, if the blindfold's not on, you're not making this perception check.
Okay.
Because this would be on your blind sight. Sorry, I didn't realize it was up.
Yeah, it's
So.
up, like...
Okay.
Because I can see them right now. I wouldn't be able to see them otherwise.
Right, you're using real sight, not true sight.
real sight, currently, yes.
Currently, okay. That's fine then. Valymr, over to you.
I'm gonna bring my blood. No,
No, I mean, feel free to if you want. If you need, if that's what your move is, don't feel like it's gaming the system.
No. I am gonna follow in Breton's footsteps and also drink a potion of heroism.
Okay, good idea.
I had forgotten we had them, so I appreciate just looking over. Like, hold up, that's a. Oh, I have one of those. So I'm also gonna drink one of those.
Sure.
Get myself some of that lovely blessedness. And then he's too far away from me, isn't he? Yeah, 130 feet.
You move 10, you can Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch, wait, how long? How?
120 feet, right? Eldritch Blast. Want to say?
Yeah. Let me just double check. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to march forward. What's the speed of my mount? Just
What's the speed of your
without
mount?
dashing.
What is the speed of your mount?
I think it's 40, 50, something like that. I don't know.
I would say it would be the same as whatever Greater Steed normally gets you. Well, Fine Steed would get you, which I think can be a warhorse. And they move like 80 feet.
Oh, based. Okay. I'm just going to move 20 feet forward.
Hold on, let me check Fine Steed. Warhorse, elk. Yeah, you can get a warhorse. So, warhorse, pony, camel, elk. What's the movement of an elk?
Yeah, we're going with lizard because flavor is free. But
yeah.
it's
Is it?
used
Would
the
you
same
say
as
it's
the-
more large battle beast or warhorse in stature? Is he a fast boy? Is he a bulk boy?
He's a agile boy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say.
Then his movement is 60 feet.
Okay. We can go with that. That's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna rush him forward 20 feet. I'm gonna let off a lovely little bit of Eldritch Blessings.
Go ahead.
So roll dice. Does a 15 hit? No.
No, it does not.
Good to know. All right, second blast. 26 hits with decent 18 damage. God damn. And then we're gonna do the third one. Does a 19 hit? Does. And some 13 more damage.
Ooh. Nice.
And with that, we retreat back into the mist.
Hit and run tactics. I like.
Pew pew.
Pew pew indeed. So without your blindfold on. Being that deep into the mist, you now can't see anything that's further than 10 feet out of the mist. So you can probably just about to see like the edge of like the barricade, because you are in obscured fog. Valymr.
I'm in obscured. I mean, right now I can't see him, but like if I come back out, then I will be able to. Right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. It's just a case of like, so for example, just for your knowledge, what's going on outside of like your direct close field of view, you don't know. So it's going to be like you'll have to pick up the picture every time you go out. But also, nobody outside can see you. They've just seen you like last samurai into the mist, essentially. That like that first battle scene is just all you can hear is the war cries in the distance.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Fantastic.
But also, if I go blind sight next turn, then I can't be. I can see through it, right?
Yeah, up to your blind sight radius.
Sweet.
Okay. Ruby. It's behind you. It triggers your spell.
Yes, it does.
It's behind us. Okay.
Or probably.
So, would you please mark what kind of wall of force you're currently doing? And
yes.
I'm. What's your spell save DC?
The wall of force doesn't have one. Or wall of fire. I'm sorry.
What's your spell save DC? I'm trying to counterspell you.
1, I think. No, it's not spell save DC. He's countering the spell.
Oh shit! Of course it is. It's the level. What level are you
makes
casting? My bad. Sorry.
He makes a check of his spellcasting modifier. He has to beat a 14.
What level of spell are you casting at?
4. Wall of force is a 5. Excuse me. But he would have needed to done that when he was within 60 feet of me from before. I don't think he can do it now because I've already cast the spell.
No, it's because you're using the spell on your reaction, though, aren't you? So.
No, the spell's cast. I'm holding it until he's close. Like it's in existence. I got
then
it.
Fine. Yeah, let's go with that. That's good to know.
Then yes, it is going to be a 10-foot sphere immediately around him.
Cool. Mark it on the map for me.
Will do. Pointers, circle.
So you're doing wall of force, not wall of fire.
Correct.
Okay. So you just see this Death Knight just screaming in a glass box. Question. Does this then require sight? You can see let me just read wall of force. Invisible wall of force springs into existence at point in range. Your wall, any orientation, vertical sphere, free floating, solids, resting on a solid surface, you can form in a hemisphere or dome. That's fine. Nothing can physically pass through the wall. It is immune to all damage. Can't be dispelled by magic. Also extends into the ethereal plane.
He needs to disintegrate it if he wants to break it.
He needs to disintegrate it if he wants to break it.
Or,
it's
beat the ever-living hell out of Ruby.
Yeah.
But good luck doing that from inside the wall of force.
No, nothing can physically pass
not even ethereal
through it. Does this? I'm trying to work out the mechanics of a spell's interaction. Okay, verbal, semantic, and material.
If it's a physical movement, like Misty Step, it cannot. If it's something like Dimension Door or Teleport, it can.
Misty Step is not a physical movement.
This is a target on you, is what I'm trying to work out.
You said I couldn't counterspell somebody inside of a wall of force. That's on you.
Yes. So I don't think he can do this. So I think you've completely nullified his turn. Which is... Unless he disintegrates it. Does he have disintegrate? No.
You,
No,
sir,
he doesn't.
stay there forever.
Okay. Demon color. Wait, did I accidentally just move the Death Knight? I might have
Where's
done.
your friend?
These guys are a little faster. I've got two mice and they're right next to each other, but they are, again, full boring it down. And we're back to the top. Breton.
Well, they disappeared, but then they reappeared in the mist, so I guess they're not invisible. There's nothing for Breton to do. I don't have ranged attacks. I think he just keeps dodging, and that is his turn.
Okay. Cool thing, bud. Ruby, to you.
As an action, I'm going to activate my Gem of Sight, my Gem of Seeing.
Sure.
120 vision, 120 feet of true
Give me
vision.
2 seconds. You see the Nullian Mage past the Wall of Force.
I do, in fact, see him. How far away are we? 65! That's really a shame for him. Cool. I know where he is now. Awesome. Now, as a quick action, I'm going to quick cast Wall of Fire inside the Wall of Force.
Because that's an area.
It's a point you can see, and it's an area inside of it. I can make it as big or as small as I want it to be.
Okay.
It's going to be a circle. Basically, I'm going to charbroil this guy.
Cool. Okay. He definitely could have done that spell I was aiming for. Okay. Cool. You and your magic words confused me. But sure, yeah, go for it. So there's now a wall of fire in there, and you basically create a pressure cooker.
Yes. Target myself. I can't... I gotta reload Fantasy Grounds. It's being weird.
No worries. You can do that.
I've got like targeting circles on everybody, and I can't seem to unclick off of them.
So at the top of the image, like the battle map, there's also like there are controls up there. One of them is like a target with a line through it. That's clear all targets.
Okay. I'm relogging in. But he has to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 20 or 21, one of the two.
There we go. He fails. That's a 15.
It's 8d6. I'm still logging in, but I can... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That much fire damage. That's a good roll.
That is a very good roll. Ooh, Nelly. But 34 points.
34 points of fire damage.
Very nice.
And Ruby is then going to step over to Breton and say, "The mage is in the mist over that way, just beyond the Wall of Force."
Are you physically
65.
stepping over?
65 feet. Yeah, I'm loading up the image right now. I'm sorry.
Okay, sure. Do you want to go like right next to him? Is that where you're-
Basically.
Okay.
She's
cool. I can do that manually.
pointing in the direction he is. 65 feet that direction.
Is that the end of your
And
turn?
that is the end of my turn.
Awesome. It's the next houndsman. That's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Clear
Now
all
you're taking the
targets.
dodge action, so this is gonna be a very disadvantaged shot.
There we go.
They can see me behind the...
3/4 cover.
Okay.
Ignore
The odds of them hitting, good luck.
Yeah, I'd need to hit a natural 20
On a
on a
disadvantage
disadvantage
shot.
die. Yeah. So he misses, but you start hearing like as like arrows start hitting your mosquito fort. Come on.
good. Putting more holes in this bloody mosquito, I don't think that's objectively a good thing.
You have 3/4 cover is what, +5 to your AC?
Yep.
Yes.
So currently you have +5 to your AC on these shots, Ruby. That's a natural 1. 16 doesn't hit. So I'll just... Okay, nope. He misses. So more... Right. It's the mage's turn.
Ruby is watching him like a hawk.
I don't think you can actually see him right now.
I have true sight.
She has true
You have a
sight.
wall of fire between you and him. That is completely opaque.
Does that matter to true sight?
True sight does not let you see through barriers.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's true.
Okay. Well,
The
he can't
giant,
see me then, and I can't see him.
the giant hot
You
pot
would have to
has-
move, yes.
The giant hot pot has caused that. That's right. What is the reticle?
Oh, I can imagine the temperature there is really god awful right now.
60-foot radius. Tabby dozy.
The hell's a 60-foot radius spell?
Circle it up.
Damn.
Yes, it is.
First off, that you knew that off the top of your head is a thumbs up for me.
To my memory, it's the only actual spell with a 60-foot radius.
So,
Christ.
Does he know I exist?
At this point, yeah.
You came out of the mist.
Did come out
Fair
the
point.
mist. He is not moving. Why are you not moving? I want you to move. Fine. Ruby, you are going to have a chance to counterspell this.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Okay.
I will do so at 3rd level.
Okay,
I would do
please
if I see
roll.
you, but I don't.
That's a natural 20 for me for a total of 25.
Nice. You do counterspell this.
Absolutely.
Nice. You,
Spunk!
Circle of what now? Don't be silly.
I don't know. I don't remember the basketball player's name, but he was always doing those commercials. So, oh, not in my.
I put his little cage back on him. So that's that. Then he has a...
Breton, smash. And for clarification, him, not me.
Breton can't reach.
You're on your mount, aren't you?
bonus actions.
If I'm on my mount, I am not hidden behind these walls.
Just never make you happy,
Okay.
can I?
What is the range on that? Nice. So the humanoids that made part of the mosquito creatures start to move again.
I'm so glad I'm in the mist and not next to that fucking barrier.
I need some skeletons. Give me some skellies.
Those animating arrows? I'm sorry.
No.
Proximity to Nully and Mage, potentially.
He's using his
I'm gonna go with
bonus.
just
macabre.
abyss fuckery.
He's using his bonus action to raise the entities that were once part of the thing. So they're like the proboscises, like some of them drop off, some of them, and it's ripping the human skeleton from the corpses as they start to climb out of the fiendish parts of their corpse, and the human parts that were overtaken, their skeletons become to fight.
Nope, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go kill the mage.
So let me just drop a load of skeletons in here, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as a bonus action, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. as your wall becomes unlife. That's his turn. Valymr! You hear Ruby shouting about a mage.
Valymr is frozen in place.
Oh, I thought that was him thinking hard. No, I think Lambert is disconnected. We'll give him a moment here.
So why is there a face of you on your AC?
Funny. Oh, do you know, I can show something off that I got the other day. So the wonderful people over at Hooded Horse sent me something. Look at this bad boy.
That's a fucking helmet.
The visor comes up as well. It's a properly, like, I think as well,
Nice.
because it is a stainless steel. So I think it is like a possible battle ready one.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, this is cool. This is like the coolest.
It is, yes.
This is the coolest gift I've been given by a company, for sure.
I do typically prefer the bucket helms, but that is a very cool looking helmet.
Oh, you're
I
a
give-
bucket helm kind of guy.
I do like the bucket helms, yes.
No, okay, interesting. Shoot, what's the helmet type? The one that's like they used to style Darth Vader's helmet. The old medieval helmets that are like, you know, bassinet visor, but they have like the neck guard. The German one, sort of circa 1300s.
I like the Victorian horsehair helmets.
Hello.
I'm here, but
Welcome
I
back.
don't know if my camera wants to turn on.
Welcome back. It's your turn, bud. So whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Internet
Maybe the
fuckery?
camera will decide to work in a moment.
It's fine.
But yeah, as my bonus action, I would like to place down the blindfold over my eyeballs.
Sure.
And because I'm in the mist and couldn't see anything until I put the blindfold on,
Well.
I'd like to look around and see what I can see.
Yeah, you see a load of You see the skeletal corpses of the humans that were inside the various mosquito creatures pull themselves free of the sinew and be raised as skeletons by a Nullian mage who is now behind you and the Death Knight, whilst the other hound men start running down onto the battlements.
That's vile.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Welcome to the abyss. Shit gets weird.
Okay. Well, in that case, I am going to ride my lizard over to here. I'm going to just anytime in the mist, I'm just going to look. Trust me, I will not have you ride headfirst into a tree or anything.
So when you're in the mist, you
he
can
can't
see
see
10 feet in front of you at all times.
Okay.
It's one of the
I'm
properties
gonna
of the mist.
Throw some Eldritch Blasts at the mage.
Go for it.
Question: can he see me?
No,
So I would have advantage.
you are not a rogue.
He can't see me though. If I'm
I
shooting at him, he can't
He's
see
crit
me.
fishing. He's crit fishing. If
Yeah.
you roll, yeah.
that applies to.
If
No,
the
crit
target
fishing,
can't,
it's an advantage.
yeah,
Yeah,
he can't see you. He
That's-
technically gets advantage on the attack roll.
yes, then yes.
Okay. All right. So Eldritch Blast. So that 13 that I rolled, that I dropped, I'm just gonna re-roll that one because I've got Elven Accuracy. And that's actually a critical hit.
Nice.
So I am.
I think
How-
you
how do you
shift
roll?
clicked the damage to make it.
You
crit.
know, you
damage.
said he was crit fishing. I didn't realize we were crit fishing that hard. Jesus Christ. Okay.
I took Elven Accuracy like several levels ago. It's the first time I've used it. Okay, so damage 26,
Nice.
and then I'm gonna hit him with the second Eldritch Blast, and I'm gonna re-roll that 5. So it's just a normal hit, doing a another 12 damage, and then the third Eldritch Blast is going to be... I'm going to re-roll that 1.
You got a 27.
I
That's
know,
crit
but I
vision.
can re-roll 1 dice anyway, so I can try and
Okay.
get the 20.
Sure.
And I don't get a 20, so I do another 13 damage.
Mallean Mage
Why
will
are you
remember
doing
this.
a D4 Radiant?
I also drank a Potion of Bless, Heroism.
That doesn't have a D4 Radiant.
Then the...
It's a 1d4 bless.
It's a blessed die. It shouldn't be
I just cast the Bless enchantment on myself.
No, I think you put fuck, I can't remember the name of this spell off the top of my head. Divine Favor on yourself, which shouldn't be adding to Eldritch Blast damage.
Yeah, you just have an extra damage 1d4 radiant apparently on you, which you shouldn't have.
When did I put
Unless
that on
you-
myself? And I apologize.
Speaking of damage mess ups, Midge, I also messed up on mine. Wall of Force is not 8d6, it's 5d8.
No, that
Okay, we'll roll that next time.
1d4 Bless thing is coming from
Roll
Bless,
fire.
but I don't know why it's applying to Eldritch Blast then. So I don't know. You give him back 7, 8.
Do you want me to remove that radiant from you?
No, not really, because I will maybe go into melee at some point.
We don't know where it's coming
Where
from.
is it
the
from?
thing.
Is the thing.
It's from Bless.
No, it's not. Bless
Bless
doesn't do that.
do radiant damage. Bless gives you an extra d4 on your attack and save like ability checks, attack rolls. It doesn't do it on damage, so that's coming from something else.
I will remove it and I'll re-add Bless and see if that is.
Because
just
I added Bless to myself and I don't have a D4 Radiant, and it's not the Potion of Heroism because it doesn't do that either.
Yeah, that did.
That's also
okay.
that's
I don't know what added that. Then
attack
my
and
apologies.
save. Yeah.
Might have been something that was left
Right.
over from the previous. All right, let me just add up all of the
It's fine. I can do it.
dice I shouldn't have
Continue
done.
with
Oh,
your
you've done it?
turn. Yeah, I can do it. I can do it.
That is the end of my turn.
Okay. So it gets
Actually,
8,
I'm going.
8 HP
I'm
back.
going to retreat further into the mist.
So if you reach the edge of the map, you're going like sharp uphill. That's why it's not
Okay.
rendered.
Yeah, I don't want to go off now. Would be unpredictable.
43. Okay. Good turn. It is the Death Knight's turn. So now the Wall of Fire does stop him from seeing. The previous thing doesn't. The previous didn't stop him from seeing. Okay. He's going to cast Dispel Magic on the Wall of Fire.
Storm is coming.
Or can he do the Wall of Force?
You can't dispel the Wall of Force.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So he can do the Wall of Fire. So he dispels the Wall of Force, and you just see this singed Death Knight, hollow blue eyes glaring to
Did you make a check?
from a great helm. It would be what the spell's level.
He has to beat a 14. If he casts spell magic at 3rd level.
Then I will make the check. Uses his charisma. Bringing up their character sheet is. Okay, the Wall of Fire remains because that is hilarious.
Bully.
I rolled a 13.
Skill issue.
Yeah. Right, he's just gonna stay in there for a moment.
I invite you to my barbecue.
Oh, I moved the Nullian Mage, my bad. This guy is just running down. I'll move you up to back to where you were. And so is this one.
I have solved camera issues.
Aha!
Welcome back. 3,
Something else was using my camera, which is why I couldn't turn it
2,
back
3,
on.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. He's running it down. And we go to the top of the turn. Breton!
Breton's gonna look at the mage, realizing he can't get within range, but Valymr's already blasting it, and now there's a whole bunch of skeletons threatening him. So, with the sigh, he's just say, "I know, so difficult to shop for," and he's gonna turn around and just start wailing on these skeletons.
Sure.
Maul,
You're using Maul. Nice.
which, if memory serves, skeletons are vulnerable to. Yep, they're vulnerable to bludgeoning.
Oh,
so,
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And the Radiant,
one
I
attack.
think.
We're gonna move to here. We're gonna make attack number 2. I'm sorry, I jumped the gun a little bit. I assumed I was gonna hit the skeleton as long as it wasn't a 1.
Yep. You absolutely do. Keep wailing on it.
Oh, he actually survived.
Oh my god, one lived!
It basically
One
mid-roll
lived!
the damage.
Bless.
Yeah. Breton just moves up there, does some damage to the skeletons, hides behind the remains of the corpse, and that is gonna be Breton's turn.
Ruby. You are double concentrate.
I'm still double concentrating, yes.
Yes. So make your
Yep.
cons.
That's with Breton's +5, yeah?
+3. It's Valymr. It's the +5.
We're fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is that your
Do you
turn?
even need to be concentrating on 2 things if the fire's gone, or can you bring
Fire's
back
still
the
there.
fire? Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
Flies,
right.
yeah, he
Also,
failed.
at the end of his turn, he should have taken damage. He has to make another save or take damage. The Death Knight.
Cool. I will do that now. It's Dex save, right?
Yes.
Actually, I think if he's physically touching the fire, he can't make the save. He just fails it.
He literally has no choice but to touch it. Uh, 21 points of fire damage.
So I realized I should have made that with advantage previously.
Oh, he has magic resistance, huh?
Yep.
Well. He can't dodge it, so. Well, it's a good thing there's not an oxygen problem in that little wall of force, huh?
Don't make me do science.
Yeah, Ruby's just saying, keep me
There's
covered, please.
nothing that says it wouldn't be making the Dex save.
It says at the end, it takes the damage again if it starts its turn, if it enters the area for the first time on a turn, or ends its turn there. It doesn't say anything about making the save again.
And he has no choice but to end his turn in the fire.
Right, I see how... Right, okay, I'm seeing the structure now, because you make the Dex when you enter the area.
You avoid it when it
because
appears, but if you just touch it without touch it, there's no.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I understand.
He has to touch it.
I understand the concept
Yep.
now. Arrow volley didn't work, so this one you're gonna. Why did you drag?
Does seem a bit of an arbitrary argument considering he's literally trapped in a wall of force, just burning to death. But you know, we want to get things right, I guess.
So this one leaps up onto the wall here with its longsword in hand.
They're here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this one couldn't quite make it. Skeleton!
The fact that I'm opposed to taking sentinels really come back to bite me in this campaign.
Oh, don't ignore that extra roll. It's fun.
Bearing in mind that Ruby is also on fire.
Yeah, they hit you, they kill themselves.
Yeah.
Are these skeletons physically like ripping themselves out of the mosquito corpses?
Yes.
That's
what they did.
hardcore.
What's wrong with your brain, my dude?
Existence is pain.
So they all miss.
Yeah, it's Ruby just doing
It's
this.
the
Could you
Nullian Mage's turn.
look, guys? Can we stop? Like, come on! You can't literally hit me.
I mean, they can.
He's gonna make an attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna shoot you, Ruby.
With what?
A melee
Go on.
spell attack. Well, ranged
Then he
spell
has to
attack.
be oh.
Sorry.
Sure.
Oh no, that would be a. That is a.
Then he's got to get
What?
closer.
Oh no, it can be melee or range. That's really weirdly written.
What spell?
It's a monster ability.
Arcane Burst.
Yeah, it's arcane burst.
Ah.
Yeah.
I just want to apologize to all those listening at home that, for my knowledge of D&D, I've been doing this for a really long time.
So high.
I could be doing it just as long, but I don't have the memory.
Jesus,
for that
what
kind
are
of
my
shit.
rolls today? Luckily, it makes
It's
3
okay.
of these.
What, did you go to the abridged school of mage combat?
Out of curiosity, what's on the dice?
8, 8, 8, 8 for the last 5 rolls.
All right, we know he has a +7. We have gleaned that information.
And then the last one was a 12. But like 2 of the skeletons were also 8s. Like,
Yeah.
You really could have benefited from an actual mentor. Do you need help? Can I
you'll go.
I can send you to a good school? She says
Okay.
actively to the Nullian Mage.
Now we're bullying.
I'm
Yes.
gonna move to here.
Sure.
By the way, watch out for the Mohawk.
And I'm gonna be like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm gonna hit you now." And we are. Out of curiosity, am I still in the mist or am I out of the mist here?
Out, I would say.
Okay.
Because it's thin. It's where you see the thick white.
Fair enough. I am going to hit him with the glaive. Actually,
Okay.
I'm going to use No, I'm gonna hit him with a glaive. And we hit him with a 19. I'm going to apply
Yeah.
Eldritch
No, you don't hit him
Smite
with a
on this.
19.
Oh. It says I do.
Shield.
Well, that's rude. Let me try again.
So he has +5 to his AC right now. Let me check if the 23 hits because I didn't get to put shield on in time.
Oh, sorry.
It does hit.
Sweet. I'm gonna Eldritch Smite this.
His AC is currently 20. Okay.
Good to know. Where's Eldritch Smite gone? There you are. And damage. I can reroll the 1 because I got Great Weapon Mastery. Which is something I also have not done despite having it since the very start of the game. So add another 6 points of damage, so
You
31
haven't had
points of
that since
damage.
the start of the game, you liar.
And that's what I started with. That was my Great Weapon. That was my fighting style as a fighter.
It just lets you re-roll stuff.
It rerolls if I roll
Rolls
1 on
ones
the
and twos
damage die.
Mm.
Yeah. I've had that since the very first session, and I've never used it before.
Already taken 1, so I'm adding 6.
Do warlocks get a fighting style?
He was a fighter. to
I
start
was a
with.
fighter at the start.
Oh.
I was
Did you
two
lose
fighter,
that when
one
you
warlock.
took off a fighter?
You're no longer a
Yeah,
You're not a
fighter.
fighter anymore.
Yeah, the paladin has it as fighting style as well.
Okay.
And you, anything else?
Yeah. Back into the mist.
Okay.
Also, he's prone.
Right.
And I don't think he gets a save against that.
No, he doesn't.
Zooming in on this Nellian mage's picture, like, I get he's undead, but the guy's, like, he's got a smile on his face like he's posing for a yearbook photograph. He's in it.
He is kind of handsome, not gonna lie, yeah.
Oh, hey, yeah, like, it's a good jawline.
I mean, when you've only got jaw, that's hard to not have a jawline.
The
Bro, his
expression
skeleton.
on his face is 100%. I make evil look good.
Yeah. Especially as he's got, like, the side fade cut thing, whatever you call it, that hairstyle.
Yeah.
Okay. The wall of fire does dissipate.
Oh. He rolled he beat a 14?
Yes. Or barely, despite his
What?
massive plus to that fucking roll.
Yeah, Ruby stops, looks over. Oh. Look at that.
Right.
You just wait there while we're finishing up.
Is that an action or a bonus action?
no longer
I
concentrate
sometimes
on-
hate Fantasy Grounds where it just doesn't say if that's an action or a bonus action. That's an action.
Casting a spell generally is.
No, it's his abilities. Okay, cool. I don't think he can do anything else this turn. He should be on more 8 wounds than that. Hold on, the wounds haven't tracked properly.
Oh, I forgot to update my Eldritch
Right.
Smite thing. They should be doing 40.
Is this the demon color?
Not
This
3.
is a demon color. Hello, 1, 2. Why have you fallen off the 5, 6? Okay. Breton, you have quarter cover from this because he's climbed half of it, but he isn't all the way over and he's trying to hit you with his glaive.
1 quarter cover's not a thing.
Oh,
It's
sorry,
half or
thing.
nothing.
Half, sorry, not 3, because you were at 3/4 cover.
Plus
it's
2
now
AC.
half cover. Sorry, yes, you have plus 2. So it does an 18? Nope. Oh, of course, you've got protection as well.
No, you remember who you're swinging at here. He also has disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm. No, it'll go. The game
Yeah,
knows.
you got
Don't worry.
protection from evil and good.
Okay, he misses. Demon color is gonna go. Five, 6. Are you within 10? No, you're 15 right now. Okay. That was could shoot with his bow. Yeah, he's gonna shoot Ruby. So another demon color. This time, this one's got a bow in its hand rather than its glaive. Start and begins to shoot you,
Sure.
Ruby. What are my rolls today? I hit something.
I cast shield.
I knew
don't
that
hit
was
anything.
coming.
Yeah.
I knew that was coming.
So
That's
fucking
fine.
yeah.
So that misses you now. Cool. Breton,
Um,
don't laugh too hard. The hubris will catch up.
Ruby can handle some skeletons. We have actual threats in the proximity here.
Yep.
And by that I mean, even if they hit her, they're just gonna die to her. Breton will move 5 feet north.
Okay.
That does provoke from
Hold
at least
on.
one skeleton, and I think it does trigger these other guys too.
I missed.
All right. We're gonna go after the
Oh,
Hell
wait,
Knight
yeah, the
Demon Killer.
demon collar can take a reaction to stop you from moving.
He currently has
Try.
to hit a big number at disadvantage.
Yeah, I know. But a man can dream.
He certainly can. He could double natural 20. He very well could. Only a 1 in 400 chance.
So that Anubis looking ass ain't hitting anything.
Oh boy, that's a 19. Continue what you were doing.
First swing. That's 24. 8 points of damage. Second swing. 21. Not. I'm also rolling poorly, but luckily the bless helps for 21 points of damage and offhand.
Did you get offhand with them all?
I do because it's one-handed. That is a miss.
Ah.
Maul is a versatile weapon.
So I am also rolling very poorly today, but that is Breton's turn.
Ruby.
Excuse me. Ruby is eyeballing that Nullian mage with almost a look of frustration in her eye, as her eyes will close and she will say nothing, do nothing, say nothing, or appear to do nothing, but from her eyes a beam of fire will and is going to shoot directly at him as she is going to subtle cast Incinerate at the Nullian mage.
Nice, go for it. He's currently prone.
It's a dex save if he's prone, which means you get disadvantage on the save.
No, it doesn't.
Does it?
Doesn't it?
Prone is not disadvantage on dex saves.
No, it's actually...
They don't get cover either. It's just it doesn't change anything.
The advantage disadvantage on attack rolls. My mistake. Prone. Okay. Incoming in a moment. Let me make sure the save is correct. Yep, 20. Cast.
You have disadvantage on this roll.
It's a dex
Oh,
save.
it's a save. It's a save. Doesn't matter.
He rolled a 3. So he's taking this. 78 points of fire damage.
Yeah, that looked like it hurt.
Fucking hell.
That looked like it hurt.
That's a big spell.
That is a big spell.
He's still standing?
Do you not re-roll the ones on these, or is that not?
They're treated
That's-
as twos.
Treated as
Oh,
twos.
they're already
yeah.
treated as twos. Okay.
Yeah.
Not
He's
78,
still...
not 76.
Huh. Well.
Other mages are allowed to be tanky.
I'm a little offended by that notion. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Houndsman with the sword.
78 points of fire damage.
I like that this fight has been defined basically by Valymr and Ruby beating up on a mage, Death Knight being trapped in a bubble, and Breton fighting off the teeming masses.
They're all going for me now!
Gee, I wonder why. I think it's because you pulled aggro.
25 hits.
Casting shield again.
25 still hit.
Does not.
Okay. You can't use a reaction twice in the same turn.
I just had my turn.
Ah, okay, fair.
Is it-
Fair. That's true. You did. My brain. Sorry. A lot of people going on.
Okay.
That's a 28, though, so that hits.
Yeah, I really can't do anything about.
Don't worry, these guys don't hit too hard.
Sure, these guys don't hit too hard.
How much damage did I take?
13.
13.
while the force remains.
Why are you not just concentrating on yourself when it auto rolls those?
I don't know.
Also, that was an intelligence save. You
That
really
was.
cheated yourself on that one.
It was. That's whatever. Either way.
Right, that's
I don't know why it's not.
1, 3, 5, 6.
There it is. Nope. He should not have taken. Oh, I'm sorry. I had him targeted, but now I'm concentrating.
Okay, cool. This guy moves all the way around here. Pulls out his blood silver longsword.
They appear to be going around you, Breton.
He's working on it. Trust him.
They're flanking. They're
Not
flanking.
all of us can put out 76 points of damage at whim.
Please. How many times have I done that for you?
I feel like of everyone, you're the one that puts out consistently the most damage per one turn.
Single target, okay? Single target.
True, there are multiple enemies right now.
I mean, we might as well go for it. Nope.
Ruby da 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 da.
Okay.
Don't forget,
skeleton
he also
4.
took, because you got hit, he took damage from your fire shield.
He did. I'm sorry.
How much
Let me.
damage?
I will
2
roll that for you.
Yeah, the houndsmen each will need to take 1 hit each.
Oh, only one of them hit me.
Nope, 2 of them hit
No,
you.
2 of them did.
Oh, I'll get
This
that.
one rolled a 27.
Out
It
of
feels
6 attacks, 2
particularly-
landed.
It feels particularly fitting after all of that very funny, I hit you, no I don't, you miss, I miss again, I miss again, I miss again.
That much fire damage.
That Zorp's Emporium just came on for me. Feels very fitting.
These guys resistant to fire.
To me, they're not.
Yeah,
If they're not.
they're big Norse fire resistance.
Yep. Go on, random skeleton.
than your hell.
Waste 2 natural 20s for me. Right, it's the Nullian Mage's turn.
Shit, I should have twin cast it. Oh, well, I'll do it next time.
Targeting what?
Just movement. I am reading. I am reading. That would be really cool as a move, but I don't think I can do it. Nah.
D6.
Alright, it's just gonna attack you.
Who in the what?
The prone man is shooting at you.
Okay.
Actually, he's gonna stand up.
Stand up first.
Yeah.
I have partial cover.
The teeming horde have swarmed over you, giving you cover.
AC is 28, Midge.
You don't have partial cover.
I have an ally or enemy in
Shooting
front of
through
me.
allies?
Yeah, shooting through allies. Yeah. Yeah.
I've never made you guys do that.
I mean,
I've heard of
if
it.
you're not
If you
using
want,
that,
if that's how you want to do it, then fine.
Hold
Just
it's just with 26 and 28, I suppose.
Hey, that matters at this level. Yep.
I didn't even know that was a rule. Damn, oh, there's so
say.
many shots you guys should have missed.
Well, now you brought it up. Now you're fucked.
Well, okay, he's
I'm
gonna do
not.
something completely
I'm a
different.
melee fighter. I don't give a shit. In fact, that more than not, that's probably there's how many attacks would have not have hit me because I was swarmed getting shot at by people.
Still none. I can't hit you.
Listen, there's only 3 of us. We got to take every advantage we can get.
Seriously, I'm fighting for my life here.
I have
Frickin-
low AC. That's why I'm using the mist as my armor.
Okay.
As the
As
voice
you
said,
get
action
mind-blowing.
economy is the key power of the players in D&D. We're outnumbered here just a little bit.
That's why my gloves are off. I'm doing everything I can to fight at this point. We're level 15 and counters don't play. Neither will I.
Need a ruler. Actually, no, he's within range.
Bye.
He's got to do that.
Oh, 200 of... Holy.
I do believe you just
Throw
mentioned
ran
Dord
the fuck
again.
away.
Well,
Yeah, we ain't hitting that anymore.
Where'd he go?
He did mention Dord.
Did he really?
Yep.
But what if he
You
did?
can't counterspell.
I can't. But
You
Valymr can.
So can Breton, as a point.
okay. Would anyone like to counterspell his dimension door?
Breton's not paying attention to him, so Breton's not. Yeah,
Fuck
he
it,
Breton
yeah,
has trusted
I'll-
that the Noli Mage is dealt with by the other 2 members of the party.
I'll try and counterspell that.
What level counterspell?
Third.
Okay, then please roll me a charisma check for you.
Yeah.
Is your spellcasting modifier?
Yeah.
You have to beat a 14.
Hey, he
Point
still
of luck.
moves. Okay.
Point of luck.
Or
Yeah. Yeah. Get back here.
Okay. Then, cool.
Hello.
hello, Luna.
Just hello.
So it's still his turn. That's gone. He's still here.
Does he look mad?
I'm trying to work out what he can do. I know what he can do.
Stop. Bastard.
Bro. Rude.
Okay, Valymr, your turn.
Yes.
Get out of here, you little shit.
He's going to start using the Wall of Force as cover. What he's doing.
Sure.
That's not a bad idea. No, that's an incredibly good idea.
It's the only move I had left.
I'm gonna try to move to there.
Sure.
Blap blap.
And then I'm going to throw a few Eldritch Blasts his way.
Okay.
Why are you running? Why are you running? So we try hitting him. And I'm going to
That hits.
reroll the 1. Alright, so we hit him, and we get just a mediocre amount of terrible damage. Sure,
Okay.
7 damage. Fireman with the second Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna reroll the 12. Alright, normal amount of damage. We do another 10, and
Okay.
then the final Eldritch Blast. Again at advantage. I'm gonna reroll the 7. Yep, no crits.
Okay.
Does another 14 damage.
Okay.
He's very close to not being around anymore.
Is any of that damage necrotic from you?
No. I don't
So?
do any necro damage.
You
Or
do.
force. Do I?
Yeah. When you do your mark.
Oh, Eldritch, not Eldritch. Friggin' Hexblade's Curse are you talking
Yes.
about?
That's
Necrotic?
I believe so.
No.
Is it not?
Hex is necrotic. Hexblade's Curse is not. Hexblade's Curse just increases the normal damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one just says bonus to damage rolls, so I guess it stays with whatever.
Okay. Keeps the type.
I can't remember the last time Valymr cast Hex on something.
I
Is
don't
that your turn?
think I have that spell anymore.
Is that your turn?
That is in fact my turn. Yeah.
Cool. Ruby,
Yes,
make a charisma saving throw for me.
if you insist.
You should have the +3. It's 10 feet for.
Yeah.
19.
Okay. What level spell is that he's casting? Okay.
What am I dealing with?
Nothing. You don't feel the effect of it.
Suspicious as fuck.
Nothing can turn that frown upside down. Wait, the other way around. Never mind.
She is grinning from ear to ear right now. Even in the abyss, the fighter spirit is here.
Wait, hang on. Actually, 19. Let me just double check. I thought it was against the spell. It's against his DC. How do I find your DC, sir?
In a pinch, it's 8 plus proficiency plus their save modifier.
Okay.
Spell saves 18 plus 10 hit with spell attacks.
For a guy like this, probably 14 plus his charisma, if I had to guess.
So it's his charisma raw stat, not his check stat. Right?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
so probably
It's 18.
18.
Yeah. Just save that then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have favor by the gods.
Okay. Breton, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Sure.
Oh no, don't ignore that.
Well,
Glad
good, because I rolled a
difficulty.
natural 1.
You're too far away.
Save that for the next one. No.
That was a,
Getting
that was a
rid of-
16.
Yeah.
As I said, I have also been rolling really poorly this encounter. The difference is I'm swinging at skeletons who have like an AC of 13.
Can't see him.
I am also rolling really poorly, even though I get three stabs at a crit.
He has to keep going against Breton, I think.
Oh. Just a point of curiosity that I am ignorant of. I can't fire Eldritch Blast through the wall of force, right?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
Oh, I hit! Even on a disadvantage. Let's go!
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Because I moved up. There's no cover.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
That's how they feel right now.
You are the fucking boss fight for them.
Yeah. You are the boss fight for these guys. You got a Stone's Endurance there?
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
Stone's Endurance that.
One's going to
Mitigate
start
some of that.
attacking
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Ruby with his glaive. He's moved up into glaive range. Jesus Christ. You won't believe the awfulness I'm rolling. Right, Breton, to you.
I would. As much as I just want to keep smacking this guy in the face, there are numbers to deal with here. Action, swing at the skeleton. That's a natural 1. Cool. Yeah. Kill that skeleton. Offhand swing at the skeleton that's already wounded.
Ah, yes, the
And then
ablative
min-roll
armor
the
that is
damage,
buzz.
almost not killing it, yeah.
Goddamn.
These skeletons being absolute the clutch move here of this combat. Is that your turn, bud?
We're going to take one step to here. Which provokes from both of them, but that's fine.
If they
We're trying
want
to keep
to.
both of them within range.
The one
They're like,
below
we
is
could,
going
but
to...
why make ourselves even more depressed?
I mean, I'm gonna check. I've got to try and live.
I mean, I'm struggling to hit them, so, it's fair game at this point.
He missed by like 1.
2.
Gracie's 25 right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Ruby,
It's
over
like
to you.
two dudes in full plate of armor hitting each other with rubber swords, expecting to kill each other.
Oh, Whippleback. Ah! It's LARP weapons. LARP weapons.
LARP weapons, real armor.
Three normal. 3 normal. 3 normal.
Ruby, it's your turn.
Cool. I am gonna select. Make sure I got myself. Yep, and then target Houndsman 1, Houndsman 2. She puts her hands together, points both fingers at them, and she is going to twin cast Incinerate at 7th level at both of them.
You're in melee combat with these.
Doesn't matter, it's a deck save. It's not an attack roll.
Okay. Go for it.
One success, one failure.
Yep, roll damage.
Remember, when we came into this plane, her gloves burned off or melted off. The gloves are off.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's a save or suck, so the one who succeeded.
Just roll the
will-
damage, it should auto.
$85.
Fuck me.
Everyone took up.
And he's only fucking wounded.
Yeah.
Hmm. She blinks at tries to see him still alive. Mostly.
Yeah, you fought
She'll-
these guys before. You know that they're
Yeah.
tanky.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll quick cast a shocking grasp at number 1 or at number 2.
Sure. That hits.
20. For 15.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Houndsman 1. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna continue to try and hit you. Miss.
Hey.
Miss. And a miss.
I'm surprised a 22
No,
misses
I was
for
gonna
me.
say
Still
a
got
22.
shield. You've still got shield.
No, I don't. Shield went down on my turn, but I haven't moved it back down yet.
No, if you've applied shield from the sheet, it will auto do it on your turn. If you've applied the spell correctly. There is a spell that when you do the effect, you target yourself, shield, it will apply until your next turn. So then, okay. I need to go back and roll damage then. So what is your AC?
Well, I'm putting shield up again, so it's...
Okay, so it does still miss. Okay, Houndsman 2 is going to try and do the same. I need to clear his targets because for some reason he is targeting 2 of you. Swinging with this longsword. Oh my god. Are you kidding me, game? Come on.
Gangnam Style.
That's a 3. Well, it's worth getting one of my 2s out, I guess.
That's pretty more where that came from.
Right, the Nullian Mage.
I'm gonna hit him.
I'm
Or
working things out right now.
Oh,
Give me a
okay.
moment. I'll let you know.
Okay.
I'm looking at his character sheet and I'm trying to work out what's good, you know?
Mm.
I honestly expect him to teleport inside the wall of force, because sure, he's trapped inside, but at the very least, they can't hurt him anymore.
No, that makes me feel sorry for him.
He doesn't have teleport. He's been very hard countered. Now I've got to try it. It's a Hail Mary, but I've got to try it. Right, make your attack of opportunity.
Indubitably. Just regular roll, no extras. Because he can see me now, can't he?
Yes, because he's within 10.
Oh, wow.
So that's a crit.
You design a difficult encounter and it's just undone. You know, it's just how it goes sometimes.
19, and actually no,
He's
I'm gonna
gone.
re-roll that 1.
He's dead. Don't worry. He's dead. Tell me he's dead.
He's already dead.
Again.
Stop. He's already dead.
Ain't no kill like overkill.
So he can't move anymore because
No, he can't, Valymr.
for 2 reasons.
Sure. Cool.
I feel bad because he's handsome as well.
Good looking dead guy.
He is a good-looking dead guy.
Now maybe it's your turn.
Yeah.
The undead guy's got the Riz.
Not anymore.
Man's got that.
This Death Knight, when he finally gets out of this wall of force, is going to be really upset with us.
Yeah. I'm gonna zoop over to there.
Okay.
And then I am going to launch some Eldritch Blasts at Houndsman 2.
Cool.
With advantage.
Sure. No, not advantage.
He can see me?
They can see you.
Is it because I'm within 10 feet of the edge of the mist?
Let me just double check. No.
Oh, okay.
They have sight on you.
They have sight. I don't like it when they have sight. Mm-hmm. Would an 18 have hit? Because that was my lowest roll on that one.
That is their AC.
I rolled a.
No, that's not.
Hang
Hang on. It might be their AC. That might be their AC. That is their AC, so it does hit.
Okay. I guess then we do some 13 damage.
Nice.
Then another Eldritch Blast. Does a 30 hit? Fuck.
Yes, it does.
That's the highest dice roll I've done, other than the 20s. And that's another 10 damage. And then the final Eldritch Blast is another hit for another 12 damage.
Yep,
Hey,
you
it's
kill it.
dead.
Nice. Good job.
And yeah, that is my turn.
Cool. Ruby. Make another charisma saving throw, please.
Still within 3, Breton.
Oh. If you match the save, you pass, don't you?
Yeah. Meets it, beats it.
Yeah, you beat. You didn't need to favor by the gods, but he's got to keep throwing these out because it's the only thing he can do.
Who's he? Oh, is it Death Knight Man?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's just banging on the wall. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Okay. Three misses. Oh, I'm gonna hit you! Yeah!
Oh my gosh!
It's an 18 and a 19. Christ. Oh, that's a diabolical dice roll. Jesus Christ. What is my
Yeah.
rolls today? Right. Color 2. Gonna continue to hit Ruby. Stone's endurancing.
Yep.
Cool. I should move the camera so I can see what we're talking about here. Right. "17 misses. 17 misses. How many 8s am I going to roll today? Legitimately, I think that's like my 10th 8.
If we roll an 8, we hit. If you roll an 8, it's like, ching.
Yep. Breton, to you.
Yeah. We're just gonna very little fanfare. Miss, that's a stir.
Okay. Ruby, over to you. You're muted.
Sorry, I was musing on what I can feasibly do here.
Are you a Misty Step?
Yeah, but why? Which one of these guys had the bows? Was it the demon colors or the houndsmen?
Both.
Both of them have the bows?
Mm-hmm. Houndsmen have a sword. Demon colors have a glaive.
Okay. Okay. So I'm in attack opportunity range within the demon color 2 as well, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I'll make a note of that. I think we're just going to do something light and easy, and we're going to try to do a green flame blade strike with her sword on the skeleton 3 and see if it goes to 4.
Sure.
Or 5.
Go for it.
So, attack roll. Oh my god.
We can roll poorly too, Midge.
Yeah, not enough.
Yeah, Huh. I don't want to waste the remaining sorcery points I've got left, so I'm just going to let it go. It's my turn.
Okay.
This is why I don't use that Wes. She looks red. This is why I don't swing swords!
The
You've been
sorcerer
skipping
tried
out
to-
on your training.
To try to lift a sword. It's shocking.
Wait, he should have a... I'm going
20
to
wouldn't hit me.
Yeah, he should be rolling an advantage, though.
Why?
Flanking.
When have we done that?
We've done
That's something
flanking a lot.
we've done flanking the entire... That's one we have done.
That would have been good
Almost
to
always
know,
been on our advantage, though.
because Breton would not have moved to flank himself then.
I don't remember ever having flanking.
I
You've-
remember
You've
done
had
a
flanking for
lot.
3 seasons.
Yeah.
I'm a caster. I don't know shit. I'm in
Yeah.
the back.
That flanking's been a huge part of how you've been dealing with fights.
Okay.
It's fine.
Because I remember talking to Midge about potentially changing the flanking to being, instead of advantage, to be like a +2 or something.
Yeah. Fuck me, the skeleton hits.
It hit
So,
me.
please roll how much damage the skeleton takes for his 3 points of piercing damage that he does to you.
10 points of fire damage.
And he is somehow alive.
Yay, I hit!
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
shit, I hit!
Well, why is that always coming in as a 9? I'm hitting 0. Yeah, there you go. Good job.
Yeah, Ruby. Merda. How dare!
Valymr, your turn, bud.
Yay. Alright, well, I'm going to slide on over to... You know what? Yeah, I forgot. Advantage is a thing, so we're going to go to here.
Sure.
And then we're going to hit Houndsman with Muglev.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
And I made that roll with Charisma, so I'm going to re-roll that 1. Because Elven Accuracy works on that as well. Just a regular hit. Okie dokie.
Okay.
And we do damage. Not very much damage, but you know, some. And then we're going to try again. Hit him again. I'm going to re-roll one of those. Just a regular hit. Doing another 18 damage.
Nice.
And then just gonna slide back over here. Actually, no, I'm not. No, I disagree with that. Actually, no, I do slide back into the fog.
Okay.
Because he's the sword guy, not the glaive guy.
Yep. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Yes, it's his final chance. Ruby. Make a charisma saving throw. Okay.
28.
Cool.
What's
Sure.
this guy trying to do to me? Charisma saves. Banish.
Banishment comes to mind.
Yeah, banish.
And if he banishes
Maybe.
you, the wall of force falls.
Yeah, well.
Maybe. You also leave this plane of existence.
Yeah, which would leave Valymr and I stuck here.
Yep.
Unless we stop the banishment.
Yep.
Then the big guns come out, and we just like keep hitting him. We've got like what, a minute to get her back.
Yeah, something like that.
Where's she returned to? Elendor. Where on?
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
Dragon Island.
No, worse, it's going to be a different continent entirely. Some part of Elendor that nobody else can actually go to. Hi.
You're awakened in that jungle.
What worse, I wake up. You're finally awake.
Oh no.
He's using a glaive. He doesn't get the base-to-base advantage from flanking.
Walked right into that Imperial ambush.
That's, are you shielding? 22 against your AC. Ruby.
Yeah.
This is one of the glaive guys.
Yeah, well.
Okay. Please apply the shield effect to yourself. That's a natural 20, though.
Yep. No stopping that.
It's 53 points of damage.
Oh.
And I succeeded. The check to maintain concentration
Walk
on the wall of force regardless.
Thank fuck for that.
Okay.
I made it just at the.
You did. You hit the threshold you needed.
You needed a
Bren.
26. You hit. Oh, the DC was 26. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Clutch.
Well, this asshole just crit his fiance. So
Yep.
Breton just kind of turns around and looks at him,
Mm-hmm.
and as you might expect, he's gonna start.
Being angry.
We're gonna smite that at 3rd level.
Sure.
He angry. He very angry. Mm-hmm.
Oh, also he takes damage.
For a second.
Does he? He's
Does
at
fire
10
shield
foot
work
range.
within distance?
Anybody who hits me with a melee attack.
Oh, okay. I didn't know the effect range.
First hit's gonna be 45 points of damage.
Hold on 2 seconds. Can I add the 9 from Ruby?
Sure.
Because it could be important here.
Oh, because you're within 5 feet of me. Nope, never mind.
Oh, okay. I was going to say. I didn't think it did. No, continue, Breton.
Second hit, 49 points of damage.
Oh, my God.
3rd swing, that's a natural 20. We're gonna smite him again.
I think he's...
Don't crit my Ruby.
Bro made a mistake today.
You touched the ruby button. You shouldn't
That's
have
gonna
did that.
be 73 points of damage.
Yeah, he collapses under his own weight.
But I'm the broken one. I spend my highest level spell slot ever to hit 70 points of damage. He just casually just goes, yeah, but what if? Smite.
I crit him.
Breton? Is that the end?
Yeah, that's Breton's turn as this guy's removed from existence, and he just turns to the other one, looking not happy.
Ruby.
You made him into pulp.
So
Ruby's gonna Misty Step over here.
Cool.
As a bonus action. And action, her wand is gonna come out.
Hold on. He's going to reaction follow you.
What?
Bro has skills.
You see, like, you do the Misty Step and go into, like, a cloud of mist. This guy kind of, like, into like, a shadow. And he just comes out towards you.
I told you he was an Anubis-looking motherfucker.
Interesting. Was that his reaction?
Yes, that was his reaction.
Cool. I fly up 30 feet.
Nice.
Oh, it's cool. Can you do that? Oh, you can do that. Cool. Can you do this?
You just described every interaction with the Mage Slayer being useless because they Misty Stepped first.
And she's gonna firebolt. Boom.
Cool.
Bolt or bowl?
Bolt.
Okay.
20 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Look at the top of his head.
Is that
Hey,
your
look from
turn?
above.
Right, he's going to switch to his short bow.
Bro, find yourself something else to do with your life.
No. Can you imagine I just end
What?
the stream?
He hasn't got much left of it, so you may as well make the most of it.
There we go. That's a hit.
Say it with me now. Shield.
Oh, you shielded. Sorry,
Of course
take
I'm
that
gonna
back.
shield it.
Sorry, it was a 24. I didn't think you would on that one. It's fine.
No,
it's
I
fine.
will. I'll
Give
shield up to a
yourself
26.
Okay, take that 14
Shield
points of
her
damage
AC is
back.
higher than mine is.
Have you? Yeah, you just had your turn. So yeah, you got your reaction back. Cool. That's his turn.
Can you give me my HP back from that?
No, can you do? I can't access that right now.
Okay.
So would you mind?
Wait, how much am I healing myself for? 17.
He's just gonna be annoying. Okay, that's their turn.
24,
Valymr.
So Ruby's 20 feet up in the air.
30.
30 feet up in the air. So there ain't no flankering possible. Sunset, I'm gonna move to here. I am going to hit him with Maglev. No
Alright.
advantage, just regular ass.
Sure.
Yeah, it hits still. I am going to put on an Eldritch Smite. And gonna do that much damage, 43 damage.
Okay.
And he is now prone. So I'm gonna hit him again, but this time I have advantage. Because he do be prone.
Can you apply the prone effect to him?
Yes.
Okay, if you're already hitting the advantage,
No,
it's
actually
fine.
no, I can't. I don't know how to do that. I'm
You
sorry.
should have it in
The-
your spell.
Yeah, it is on the spell. It
So,
says
y-
prone is on the spell,
Yeah,
but
so when you're targeting him, just hit the effect button next to the prone button. It will apply prone.
oh yeah. No. It didn't work.
Oh,
I just made him do extra damage.
you made him do Eldritch Smite. Have you not been applying that to yourself?
I was applying that to myself, yeah.
Then why
That's
is
how
it
I
not
was doing
forcing
it.
the prone?
I don't know. I probably wrote it wrong.
Oh, did you manually make that?
Yes, and I'm bad at this.
Ah, I see. That'll be why. Hold on then. He's now prone.
Okay. So it was at advantage, so I'll roll again. And then I'm gonna re-roll one of those because I've now got advantage. Yeah. No extra doodads. We're just gonna be doing damage. He dies.
He does indeed.
Oh wait, no, he doesn't. Oh shit! I put Eldritch Smite on that again by accident.
I thought you
should
already
take it off.
called that you were going to.
The first one had it. The second one didn't. I don't have a. I do have a spell slot for it. Could you give him back?
15 plus 10, 25.
Yeah. Can you give him back 25? Oh, he's still dead.
Yeah, it exceeded by his hit points by 35, so I was like, I don't know what his hit points were on.
Yeah. You can give him back his hit points until he's only at -10, please.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move to like
Oh,
here, and that's it.
okay. He's going to begin a rest. Actually, no. Can you do that? How far away are you?
From whom?
Breton! Because I can try, I'm going to force you a wisdom save.
Well, with how I've been rolling. That's a 3 for a 17.
You failed. You have been held.
Ooh, hold person.
Okay.
You are under the effects of hold person right now.
By whom?
By the
Death
Death
Knight.
Knight. So you are now paralyzed, sir.
Yep.
That's his turn. It's the hound demon color bastard right next to you. He's still making these at... Why is that at advantage automatically?
Because I'm paralyzed.
Yeah, but you're still applying the disadvantage from thingy, so it's... an
No,
equal, isn't it?
when I got paralyzed, I was incapacitated. I lose concentration on this.
Oh, even better. I still missed you. I still missed you again.
He still has to hit a 25. Yes. That one will do it.
That felt like
That-
a low roll.
That's because it should have been a crit and it wasn't.
Oh, it auto crits, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it's paralyzed.
Can you give yourself back 25 hit points and I'll redo that?
Yep.
How many twos?
That's what I'm asking myself, Midge, because all the saves I've had to make this combat, I've rolled 1, 2, or 3.
There were six
So-
twos in that 10 dice.
So, I feel like you need to take a picture of that just for posterity's sake.
Take a screenshot and I'll remember to showcase it later. It was 10 twos. Sorry, 6 twos, 1 3, 2 5s, and a 6. Okay. Breton.
I'm held, so I'll save against held person.
Yes, you will.
That's a 4. That's a failure. I pass.
You what?
So you fail, or that's the same.
I
roll?
pass my turn.
Oh, you passed your turn. Sorry. I was like, you did not pass the save, sir. That's it's not the DC. Ruby, to you.
Ruby is going
We're
to very casually just float down in front of this wall of force to look at the Death Knight.
Okay.
And she just raises a hand, and you can see the fire kindling inside of it before she just casually it back over to him, as yet another wall of fire will inside of it. As this is the start of his turn, he must make the saving throw. I will apply the effect in a moment. He succeeds. He takes half of this,
Oh, excuse me.
which is 8. But he is now obscured and inside that wall of fire once again.
Yep.
And she'll then just turn back around to look at the battle.
Okay.
And he has to make the concentration checks for
You already
full
did.
person. Okay,
He succeeded.
that's okay. And she'll look at Valymr and say, "Would you mind killing the other creatures?"
On it.
Is it the end of your turn?
Yes.
Skeleton. Let's go beat up the paladin.
Let's wail our fists on his impenetrable plate.
Look, they can dream. They have a dream. A dream that is defending their...
Well, I gain some HP back.
Valymr, to you.
Yes.
Also burn down, don't you?
Is
Hmm?
demon color
You
on top
you
of
burn
the
Valymr,
wall?
don't you?
When you
What?
cast a fire spell, your fire lashes out and you do damage to the nearest creature.
I could bonus action send it elsewhere.
Okay, because you haven't been doing that till now.
Sorry. Yeah, you're right. I forget about the ignite. Yeah, I'll
it
send
is
it
the other
elsewhere.
side of it. Because Breton is on
He's
it
the
right
other
now.
side of it. Cool.
Yes, so he's in cover from you.
I'm going here.
He's still going to get some cover there. As a note.
I go here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to throw some Eldritch Blasts his way.
Cool.
First one is a hit, doing 14 damage. Second one is a
Miss.
And the third one is a hit,
Yep.
doing 8 damage.
Nice. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Death Knight takes damage.
Yes, one moment.
It's the same damage roll, is it not?
I've It's 5d8. I'll roll it again.
Okay.
$20.
Seeds. This is a really weird interaction because he passed the save before.
Right. He still ends his turn inside of the fire.
Exactly, but now he doesn't have the chance to make the dex to half the damage.
Exactly.
I feel like this is a weird unintended case, but cool.
It is unintended. That's the reason dual focus is a little wild.
Yeah.
He can't move out of it.
Okay.
Bro is just cooked.
Essentially, yeah, he's cooked.
There we go.
Yep.
That's a natural 20.
Not that it matters.
Anyway. Yeah.
Breton's
Breton.
down.
He's going to attack you again.
Yep.
So that is an auto hit because you are down.
Assuming he hits, he does still have to make the hit.
Yes, he does.
But if he hits, it's 2 failures.
Yes. And that's a 19.
Yep, that's 2 death pills.
That's 2 failed death saving throws for you, Breton. And then he's going to use 1, 2.
Alright, I'm gonna hit him.
Okay.
There's nothing I can do.
That's where he's
extra on it.
stopping.
It's just a pure
That hits.
hit with 18 damage.
Nice. Breton, please roll me a death saving throw. And
I need to double check
Wait
to
a
see
minute.
if my aura protection even applies to this.
We forgot to do the pre-game chance for inspiration. We should do that right now for no particular reason.
Must be conscious, so I do not get my +3 aura protection from this. So we're going to take that off before I roll this.
we did not. That is fair.
That is a success.
Nice. Mark down 1 success.
That's Breton's turn.
Cool. Ruby.
I am dropping the wall of fire.
Okay.
I am turning around, screaming Breton.
Mm-hmm.
I will distant cast Cure Wounds to him.
You are 30 foot up, remember?
I landed. She descends in front of the sphere, looking right ahead of him.
Yeah, she landed on the ground to look at the Death Knight and be all like, yeah.
Because then you should have used more movement last turn, is the thing.
I only can use this move as many squares as available on a 2-dimensional map, my man.
Yeah, I know. It's just like because you were 20 away and you wanted to move 30 down.
Okay.
So it would have been different with the arch. Well, no, it would have been 20. No, you would have been fine. Okay.
Cure Wounds.
Cure Wounds.
Really? Is that...
Any amount is on feet, so...
No, it's the spell. It doesn't have any of the additional stuff that's supposed to go with it. No, it's just 1d8.
Yeah, the first level Cure Wounds.
Plus spellcasting modifier, so it's 1d8 plus 5.
Oh, you need to add your spellcasting modifier into the tab then, which is you do it with the open the
I got it.
and change it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So he gets
that's
6 HP.
6 HP, Bren.
Yep.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, skeleton. You know what to do. These fucking skeletons, man. It's comical at this point. Valymr.
Yes. So I'm gonna hit the demon Fellerino in front of me.
Cool.
Oh, I didn't save against whole person on my turn.
Is the spell not dropped when you went down?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
On your turn, you were unconscious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that doesn't stop whole person.
Nope.
I hit him. I'm gonna put a level 1 divine smite on this.
Still held.
Okay.
Because that is the third below 5 roll I've got on the saving throw this
Yeah,
combat.
that's not good.
And we do that much damage to him. He's dead.
He dies.
How good would my lizard be at climbing over this wall? Would I be able to get to the top of the wall?
Oh yeah, no, the lizard can help move. I think that's one of the things for it. It's not as hampered by difficult terrain because it's an underdark creature.
Okay, I'm gonna go to here.
I will say it's a large though, ish. Wait, it's fine.
Do I have? No, I don't have anything. I can't heal you, unfortunately, Breton. Sorry. I'm going to just hit
Clear the ads.
the skeleton. It's my second hit. We kill a skeleton.
Cool. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn. Sorry.
No problem.
Ruby is no longer smiling.
No, it's fine. I need to check something. Welcome to weird wording interactions with D&D. So I would argue that that probably can't go through the wall of force that I'm currently looking at because it says, even though it says point that you can see, it has to come from him.
Oh, his Hellfire Orb?
Yeah. Because it is technically area he sees within range.
Yeah, but he hurls it.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why I'm going into the minutiae of spells. Yeah, he's just gonna sit and wait. He's still concentrating on that spell, so. Breton.
I am no longer held.
You are no longer held.
That is Breton's turn.
Ruby.
I'm once again casting Wall of Fire.
Okay.
4th level. All right.
How many spell slots you got left?
Not a lot. I have burned a lot in this fight. I won't lie to you.
Because you had
Good
some
job,
missing
all
before
of the
this
chaff
as
is
well.
down.
I
There's
think.
no more need for shield.
You also had some for before, lost some before this, didn't you? Against the Proboscis
I had one.
jousters.
Yeah, one. Yeah,
He saves.
he succeeds. So he takes half of this, and he just wants to get obscured.
He knows it's coming.
28 points of fire damage.
Yep, aft, which he's taken.
And Ruby's just going to sit back, and she's going to say, I sincerely hope you can feel this. And that's her turn.
Come on, skeleton, crit me, crit me. Nope. Valymr.
I'm going to hit the skeleton. Actually, I'm gonna. Can I like dance around him to get to here?
You're not gonna get advantage. Breton's on the floor. Still.
Breton's on the floor. Oh yeah. I still want to be on to the south.
Okay.
So, fair enough.
Breton is currently not engaged with this creature because he's the creature is poking the plate mail and the plate mail is saying no.
I killed him anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that the end of your turn? Sorry.
I'm going to use the remaining 15 to move to here.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the end of my... no, as my bonus action, I am going to, on the Death Knight, Hexblade's Curse.
Can you read the effect of the spell, please? Because it might... We've got to check if it passes through.
Choose one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. He's cursed for a minute.
Yep, then that's fine.
He do be just cursed.
Cool.
Can you check if that... Oh, that did pass.
It did go.
Nice.
It's just we need to read every spell in detail right now.
Yeah. Alright, that is my turn.
Breton.
Breton's going to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to use an action to give himself 70 points of healing back.
Okay.
He's going to use a bonus action to Channel Divine Power to get back a 3rd level spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
And that is... I guess he'll start limping his way over here.
Okay.
That'll be his turn.
Ruby.
She says nothing. She is just watching this thing burn.
Nope. You've got to give me the double concentration.
That's true.
Yeah.
Don't have the +3 to it, because... Actually, I'll just move back here.
If you move closer to me, you
You've
get...
got to do that at the beginning of your turn.
Whatever.
Just how we've ruled it. It's the beginning of your turn.
We're fine.
Now you can move.
And he takes some more damage.
Does.
Yay. $24.
Oh, he's still concentrating. I was like, why did you just roll concentration?
The whole person,
Yeah.
did that not get removed?
Yeah, you need to remove whole person and prone.
Yeah, I know.
I would take this chance to repent yourself.
It can't hear you.
Well, it's the thought that
Nothing
counts.
passes a wall of force. It can't hear you. It's just to him.
Better start praying to whoever it is, because I ain't listening. That's my turn.
I don't think I've got anything I can do now.
I can let him out.
I got nothing. Yeah, I got nothing. And I'm just gonna pass my turn.
Okay. Roll damage.
Actually, I'm gonna put Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay.
It's not concentration, so why not?
Roll the damage, Ruby.
18.
Breton.
Um,
Sorry.
Breton's just gonna move right up to the edge of this and just stare into the fire. That's gonna be it.
Ruby, give me that concentration.
That was the 22. Which actually just succeeds.
Okay. Valymr.
Nothing. Just gonna dodge action.
Okay.
That's it.
Ruby
That's-
is going to say, I cannot maintain this for much longer.
Ruby, roll damage.
Oh, if you say that, I'll move to like here.
Okay.
Another 19 points of fire damage.
Okay. Breton.
He's gonna ready his action to charge the Death Knight if anything drops.
Okay.
So he's readying movement for if the Wall of Force comes down.
Ruby.
Final check. Success. We're good.
Valymr.
I am going to pass some fucking judgment on this guy. Yeah,
You
I'm
can't
gonna
see
pass
him.
judgment.
You can't see him.
Oh, I can't see him.
He's
I'm
Actually,
blindsided?
you
No.
get blindside. If anybody could see him, you'd be able to.
Yeah.
And let me see if Blindside can
it
see
co-
through a
it-
wall of fire.
It's
If
opaque.
it's coming from a what's it called like the effect of past
Still-
judgment is coming from the same thing that makes me blind.
Yeah,
You
I know.
steal my kill.
Look, if you drop it, I'm gonna hit the guy. Just saying.
Yes, you can see it.
Okay, he is judgmentified.
Okay. You're passing judgment on him?
I am passing judgment on him.
Okay.
You're not returning to null. You're going somewhere much worse.
Strangely, he heard that one. Roll damage,
Hard to
Ruby.
imagine that.
Does his expression change at all?
You can't see him. You can
You
sense him.
can.
You can. Okay, Blindside doesn't give you
do
a
I
full.
sense-
You can't get his facial expressions. You just know where he is. That's how it works. It's like you.
Do I sense any vibe changes?
Fuck it.
Please
Roll
stop!
insight.
No.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's cool. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Ruby, roll damage.
31.
Jesus. Okay.
Is he cooked?
You don't know. You can't see him.
No, then he's cooking until the wall of fire ends, which will be another minute of this passing by.
Sure.
I have cursed him,
You know.
so I
he's
know
died.
that he dies.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will say he's gone.
I'm going to leave it up there for an extra 15 seconds, just for good measure.
We're gonna go ahead
How does
and
that
take
fit
our
into
midpoint
6-second
break.
turns?
Magically.
So we will see you in 10 minutes' time. The video.
Free content, whether that be a YouTube video, stream, TikTok, Instagram post. Don't worry, we've got you covered. My name's Alex. I've been a content creator for almost a decade now, and I've teamed up with my good friend Harry to produce 10 royalty-free songs for you to use in your content completely for free. We've tried to make a whole range of motifs with this album, covering happy music to sad music, to mystery music to combat music. And if this takes off, you know what? We might even make some more. So give the Elendor Chronicles soundtrack Volume 1 a shot. It's free to stream everywhere. And if you want the high quality downloads, you can come over to our Patreon and download them, or you can contact me directly at tabletop@themidgemansworld.co.uk as a creator, and I'll just give it to you for free. That's it, there's no catch. And just to prove it, we've also given you guys a user license agreement to prove that you have the complete perpetual rights to use this content. So enjoy, and good luck on your next adventure. Oh, good day. I'm Martin Sanderson, and I'm the CEO of Avari Military Solutions. We here at Avari know that it doesn't take much to cause problems out on the frontier, whether that be from local pirate raids, neighbouring interstellar powers, or even just an unhappy populace with unreasonable demands. Just what is a small to mid-sized regional power to do when faced with these problems? You look to Avari for your solutions. With open-ended contracts, well-trained personnel, state-of-the-art aerospace forces, and competitive rates, we stand ready to help find the right solution to your problem. So if you have a problem, why not call Avari for your solution? Our operators are waiting to take your call, and consultations are free of charge.
Avari Military Solutions, a solution for your problem.
Avari Military Solutions is not licensed to operate within the Kark and Dre Baronies, the Andes Corps, or any Class A combat zones. AMS is a subsidiary of Omni Radiance Holdings, a family company.
When is a story more than a story? When a tale is more than words on paper? When is an ad more than the script it's written on? In the darkest and deepest annals of our own history, worlds of wonder and splendor burst through like a blister made of hope. From the brain that's wrestled and riddled with madness, a radiant pustule. Writing, art, that's storytelling. That is the true lust of life. You too can dutifully indulge in art. Like fans of the greats. Shakespeare, King, Tolkien, Seuss, Mercer. You too can indulge through Twitch Prime. Get an extended access to a wealth of knowledge with a simple click, an emotion so small that it could endlessly amount possibilities. Embrace those feelings. Support art. Support the component cast.
Welcome back. So, as the din of battle clears, you are still in the abyss. Gang, what would you like to do?
Ruby lets down the wall of force, lets down the wall of fire, and just kind of falls over onto one knee because she's exhausted at this point.
I'm gonna
See what's left.
yeah, I would like to have a look at the whatchamacallhim fella, the mage man. I'm gonna see if he's got any daggers on him.
Please
Or
give me an
crystals.
investigation check.
Or crystal. Yeah, just gonna rummage through his pockets.
Sure. Give me an investigation check, please.
I'm gonna use luck on that.
Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah. Fuck me, 8.
So you kind of find a box of spell components. This guy doesn't look as decaying as the other one. He looks like partially decayed, or like parts of his flesh have been cut off and stuff.
That's why he was handsome.
But doesn't look to be. This one didn't look undead. Like,
Okay.
it's more the fact he's done enough body mods to look undead.
That was trying to fit in.
Baker!
His nose did not decay off. He cut it off himself.
Yeah, exactly that kind of thing.
Breton is going to do the same once the wall of force is down for the Death Knight.
Go ahead, make an investigation check.
Of the box of spell components, is there
Investigation
anything
check.
like interesting components, like diamond worth X amount?
Give
or
me an Arcana check. See if you know.
What does Breton find? Sorry, Breton was going in.
Sorry, I was just asking while the thing went. But do Brown first.
Breton, you find the burnt out. It smells, like char. You find centuries old plate mail just surrounded by filled with a pile of ash. A scabbard that once held the longsword that's been completely burnt away.
Doesn't look like there's anything left to this one.
Yeah, it's mainly you see the armor and the sword is left. Valymr, with the Arcana check, there's some slightly better components in here, but there's no gold valued components.
Okay.
It seems, except for a couple of pearls for identify.
I'll nab them.
You can add 2 pearls to your inventory, worth 50 GP each.
Okay. Can I cast on myself? Where is it? Detect magic. And is there anything on any of the bodies that glows?
Seconds.
Ruby, stand back. You're a little bit too radiant right now.
I'm always magical, darling.
I know, that's why you need to step back, because it's
Nope.
like trying to find stars in the daytime.
I'm just going right next to Breton because that's where she sticks.
No.
No? Okay. Do we want to have a bit of a short rest before we make our way to the
Let me
place?
put it to you this way. It'd be easier to tell you the spell slots I have versus the ones I don't.
And that's always the case for me.
I have 8 left. 4, 3, and 1 4. Or 2, 3, and 1 4. Everything else is tapped. I don't even have a first.
I mean, you were shielding like a motherfucker, so I mean, it makes sense. All right. Do we want to maybe we could check on your unseen servant in the ruins?
He didn't make it.
Oh. Wonder if there's maybe a place within the ruins that we can make
Shelter?
a bit safe and then take a long rest.
The hut was decent enough a spot.
Yeah. But this time maybe if we're in cover, like from the sky, when we make a hut.
Mm.
What are we
I
doing?
apologize. That Death Knight took a lot out of me, despite the fact that he could do nothing.
Well, he managed something.
I need to rest.
Yeah.
Past that, I don't have plans. I do, however, need to go get a drink. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I would have gotten some HP back from that Death Knight dying, but I didn't take a hit for the first time ever. So Valymr is feeling pretty fresh. It's pretty happy.
So happy for you.
I'm gonna throw in a couple of lay on hands on you, just because I feel bad for the scratch on your face. So take like 20 points of healing. Drop in the ocean, I know, but
As it is, we need to figure out what our plan is. With that out of the way, do we still think it is a good idea to make our way towards the bastion or whatever the hell it is that these guys were coming from? Or do we fall back, retreat back to where we came here from, and make our way back to the prime material? The forge is dealt with. We know that much, so that is not a thing we should hopefully have to worry about. But I don't know, now that we've seen where we are, maybe going after this and chasing down this keep might not be in our best interest. Definitely not by ourselves.
We need help.
we do.
It's just the 3 of us.
We know that this wasn't the only forge as well, though. Is the only thing.
The keep is the central part of it all.
Yeah.
But who can we call for help that can get through here? The entire world's in chaos. And more's the bigger point, I can't get us home. Not yet. I'm working on that.
So I can't remember. Was there anything that told us we couldn't use the portal that we used to get here to get back?
You didn't investigate that much, so.
Well, yeah, I turned it off.
Yep.
Presumably I could turn it back on. Whether or not it goes to the same location is a different story.
When it was turned off, what did it look like? Because we would have seen what happened. Because what happened? The original mirror when it was turned on. What
So
did it look
there's
like before it was turned on?
so there was 2 things. When it was, you can turn it on and off, and it just be the frame, and you in the original place it could also be hidden. Like 2 buttons essentially.
And on this side, there was no button to make it disappear entirely.
No.
So it's still visible. Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's good to know, at least.
My hope is that we have dealt with the biggest of the threats that came out. I hope that Death Knight was the largest and biggest foe we'll have to deal with. But if you think the better part of valor is more important here, I think we can get back home, although I don't know what else we could do outside of rally an army to come through that portal, but they'd get slaughtered out here.
But what is,
We need
what
to
do you think? Go,
We need
sorry.
to We need the rest of the Skyfire is what we need.
I think definitely taking a rest is step one regardless, but I think we could probably at least scout it out, because
As a
we
reminder,
we all-
just because been weeks and stuff, the keep isn't on this plane or on this layer of the abyss. You know that
Yeah.
for a fact.
That I do remember that. The keep is not on this layer of bliss. We'd have to go to a different layer deep and get to it.
Yes.
Which I don't know how to get to.
Yes, you do.
I know the direction.
You were given a description, which you said out
Yeah.
loud to Breton and Valymr,
Right, yeah.
of where the
portal.
next portal is.
At this point, I don't think there's anybody who can really help us if we leave. The rest of the Skyfire is indisposed, and the armies are still gathering to deal with the Dragon Isle, and all of Naudathel is in chaos right now. I think this is on us. We rest and then forge ahead, unless you have something else, Breton.
The whole reason we came here was to stop the Forge. We know of a threat. I don't know what us going and getting ourselves killed is going to do with that. We barely came out of this encounter.
I know.
3 of us are capable. 3 of us, I don't know if we're going to be able to take on whatever that is on a layer of the abyss we haven't even gotten to yet.
I will say, whilst Naudathel is prepping as well for war and is also in chaos, there are a few people you definitely know that you could try and pull. The person who brought you into this quest in the first place, for that matter.
Your mentor, yeah.
Eldon.
At least one. You've met a few people. You've met... What was it? You've got information that can go back as well.
Naudathel will be pretty interested in helping stop this, considering it's currently causing a big-ass whole boil of plague and stuff.
Yeah.
And with us having dealt with, that may take a lot off of their plate.
All right. Are we resting first, or are we going home now?
I think rest first, because we can't guarantee that we're not going to run into something on the way to the portal.
The portal that you came in from is about a day. You're about a day away in terms
we
of,
need to rest anyway.
8 hours probably. So
We only just woke up, though.
yeah, oh
Yep.
yeah. It's
So,
it's
I'm not entirely out of...
We can travel for a bit.
I mean,
I'm not
not
entirely
that
out of
you've
gas,
seen
but-
night times in this plane.
I would like to short rest regardless.
Well, let me do a tiny hut. Short rest us, and then we'll go on.
Was that a mosquito?
It was, yeah.
So I will ritually cast Liam's tiny hut to give us a safe place to rest. Inside the fog. Or at least right on the edge of the fog.
Okay, sure. You do so.
Alright.
Phew.
Gesundheit.
I'm gonna unblindfold.
Okay.
I'm going to cast a headband.
It's I like the idea. It's like night vision goggles, like so. It's like, or like when you come out of a vault in a Fallout game and everything is just really bright for a minute. It's like, okay, I can see.
But that minute lasts like 30.
Yes.
Yeah. So while we're in the hut, I'm going to adjust to sight.
Mm-hmm. It's like the slowest to clear bokeh effect ever.
Yeah.
You can do so. Okay, so you're taking a short rest. Feel free to spend your short rest. How long of a short rest are you taking? Are you going for the half hour or the hour?
We have a full day and we are in the worst shape. I think just take the full hour.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Cool. So short rest spell slots and abilities return, and you can spend up to half of your hit die.
Yay, I get my packed magic back.
I'm gonna get Channel Divinity back, and I'm gonna use a Harness Divine Power again to get another 3rd level back.
Nice.
Just because that's fine, and we're gonna roll some hit die.
I need to find that rule again.
One more.
Breton has recovered to the healthy status.
Breton's back to normal. It's as normal as it gets.
Fuck.
With that clap, Valymr,
Ha! Got him. Sorry.
roll me a d10, please.
What, to see if I hit the fucking mosquito?
Just d10.
4.
As you, in your own world, deal with mosquitoes, you hear the as the fog, as you know, in the fog, the small like larvae of these mosquito demons. You basically, the outside of the dome that you guys are in is just fully surrounded by like a locust swarm of mosquitoes. Like you are in
So
that.
when we get out of here, I'm misty stepping.
You are intelligent enough to know that they might pass. You might just
We're
want
staying here until they're gone.
And you know for a fact that you do not want to be hit by them.
Yeah.
I mean, you can try to risk it, but either way,
What's
the cloud of mosquitoes is over you.
Rancid. Don't like it. Don't want it.
They can't get into
This might be the
tiny
abyss,
huts, so.
but this is my personal hell.
We'll take what time we need.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't suppose we're in an immediate hurry to get back and finish this off.
After-
Ruby, you've learned a lot about the abyss. How does like time work here? Is it 1-to-1 with prime material, or is there any funky shit going on?
Depends.
Seems like that's pretty fitting for planar stuff. Depends.
It depends. Every plane works differently. It could be 1-to-1 back home. It could be 1-to-1,000 back home. It's always the risk.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess we'll wait until the mosquitoes pass then.
I don't think so that we'll have a problem getting home.
Right.
But, you know, I wouldn't put out the money on the house yet.
Okay.
Okay. After about an extra hour, the mosquitoes, they're still nearby, but you see like a path where you could probably dart out of the fog and avoid them.
All right. I guess we go then.
Yeah.
And get home.
Okay. Who is leading the pathing back to the portal?
Are we going through mist for this?
You might be. Not yet, you know.
I'm gonna put the blindfold back on then,
Okay.
and I'll lead with blind sight.
Okay.
Because otherwise, we're only gonna be seeing like 5 feet in front of us.
Well, if it's a day's travel and we're only going through the mist for an hour of it.
I'm still gonna be riding my my lizard.
Okay.
Do you have your oh, what was his name again?
No, Silveril was not summoned here.
Okay.
It is too big a spell slot to be using when we're expecting big fights.
That's fair.
Sure. Okay. Then Valymr, please give me a survival check as you path your way back to the portal frame.
I'm good at these, don't worry. That's a 6.
Okay.
In the party, thus ends the story of the Elendor Chronicles. The party never found their way out of the infinite abyss. Because it is, as quite literally, infinite.
Yeah.
And if you go the wrong direction for one step, you end up in a place you could have never imagined.
The good news is, because we're level 15, if we keep this up, sooner or later, they're going to start hearing the Doom music when we travel through this place.
Valymr,
Yeah.
it occurs to you that this ever-winding step of just unending grass, spines, and clouds and fog would kind of look very similar. And you think you're going the right way as you begin to travel.
I think we're going the right way.
An hour passes. Hours pass. 3 hours pass. 4 hours pass.
How long did it take us to come this way the first time?
About 8 hours.
Okay, so we're still on track. Don't worry about it.
Downhill.
Did we climb hills before?
Climbed downhill.
And now we're climbing down another hill.
You might be.
Do I clock that there shouldn't be a downhill?
Was
You
it 6 on your
clock-
survival check?
After 4 hours, that you should have been climbing by about now. And you're not.
I think we might be going the wrong way. In my defense, I was leading us so that we wouldn't be hit by mosquitoes within 100 feet of us. I can't see any further than that.
I feel like if only somebody had mentioned, maybe we don't let the person who was blind navigate us completely through the entire duration.
It's
And
quite
yet-
literally the
Leading the
blind leading the
blind.
blind.
I pointed it out, and before we had a chance to discuss it, it's like, I guess we'll go ahead and make the survival check.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Well,
Mistakes
I guess-
may have been made.
Breton will roll a survival check. Breton's not any better at it than you are. But we're going to see if we can't turn this around.
Sure.
That's a 2.
Breton, there's
As
this,
Breton looks around,
you're
I don't
relatively
recognize
close.
where we are. I have no idea what we're doing. And the best part about being on another plane of existence, especially one in the outer planes, is that the scenery has a habit of doing whatever the fuck it wants. So we can't even trust if those mountains are the same mountains we were just traveling next to.
Boys. Ruby will just probably point in hopefully the correct direction.
Who knows with those 2 failures before that.
Yeah, like what she's gonna do is she'll fly up a little bit.
Okay.
Up out of the fog to get a better point of view
You're not in
to
the fog
gauge
right now.
distance. I'm sorry?
You weren't in fog right now.
Okay. Fly up a little bit to gain a better
Okay.
vantage. Do I have a better idea which way to go?
Okay, let me describe your surroundings. So in the distance, about 4 hours behind you, you see the spine that you came from. You see ahead of you 2 enormous spines that make like sort of an arching shape towards one another.
That's the portal.
You also see the plains like roll out to your east, what you think is your east anyway, before hitting a sheer cliff face. You haven't seen that kind of shape before.
I think we're in a completely different spot. In fact, we're closer to the portal to the next layer than we are back home.
Ah, see, that was my plan all along.
There are no depths to which I will despise you right now.
Also,
Sure,
give me
I'll
a
find a nice
another
lake for you to
depth
swim
of
in,
the abyss.
Valymr.
Ruby, please make a perception
No, just a
check.
nice lake for you to swim in.
We're already in a sea of grass. This is almost as bad.
I
Oh,
mean,
no,
the
wait,
next
remember,
layer is
this sea of
sea of blood. Yeah.
Oh, we're never going back here then.
11.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Wait, if that means the keep is on the layer with the Sea of Blood, that's all the more reason to not go there.
I am fully convinced of this argument now. We should definitely never go there.
Because that literally just sounds like that is the end game castle we're charging. So let's not do that.
The princess is in the castle, and she can fucking stay there.
No, the princess isn't in the castle. That is the 8th world castle. That is where Princess Peach is waiting with the most bullshit Bowser, and we are thinking of going there. No, not right now. Let's not do that.
Not
Tis
right
a
ever.
silly idea.
Just a silly place. Okay. You don't see anything that scares you, Ruby. Just some in the distance. You also see. Actually, no. I will say you see this. In the distance, you see what looks to be like a tent village.
She'll flow back down. Completely wrong direction, Valymr. We're nowhere near where we're supposed to be.
Sorry.
Fine. Like we said, we technically have time for this, so we can make use of
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
As long as Ruby, you can find her, you can get us back on the right track.
Theoretically. So Ruby will guide, but she'll occasionally, like every 30 minutes or so, she's going to fly up, make sure she's heading in the correct-ish direction,
Okay.
and then fly back down.
Cool. Give me a survival check.
$19.
Okay. It takes you some time, especially. I take it you'll want to avoid fog.
Yes.
It takes you a long time. It gets you to about the 14 hour mark when you finally see the hill that recognizably is the one you came from at the start. However, it is, from what you can see, at least at this angle, almost completely enveloped in the fog at this point in time. But you do see the frame of the portal is currently in a patch without fog. The distance.
All right. Let's go and get your fly on Breton and Valymr. Let's go up and over.
You're gonna cast fly on
You
Breton
could
and Valymr?
you could fly on my lizard, and then he could ride with me, and that's only one fly.
Okay.
Okay. You cast fly on the lizard. And he carries Breton and Valymr. And how long does fly last?
10 minutes.
You think...
I have more spell slots if I need them.
You're probably going to. How many spell slots do you have?
2 more thirds, a fourth for fly.
You've got to be.
And I have extend spell if I need to.
You're probably going to have to. Because even flying, it's going to be about 40 to 50 minutes of travel.
Then I will do extend spell both times.
Okay. But eventually, you find yourselves at the portal once more.
Hello. We all ready to go home?
I think that's the best, yes.
And once again, Ruby will do the same thing she did to the first one. She'll stick her hand into the goopy blood portal of doom and hit the sequence.
Okay.
Chevron 3 encoded.
Give me an Arcana check, please. Bless you.
Fake sneeze. It was there and then it wasn't.
Should be something near today.
26.
I did just sneeze while I was muted. Definitely in there.
I've been sneezing like crazy. I've been muting myself for all of it. I feel like I got hay fever.
Okay.
Yep.
With you sink your hands into the portal frame and you feel it come back to life. You think correct plane of existence.
She will gesture.
Breton will go through.
Okay.
Is it too large for the lizard to pass through, or can Sturka come with us? Or is the portal too small? Sorry. He's large enough to carry Valymr and Breton.
I think
Specifically, he's big enough to carry Breton, so he is pretty big.
it's a 10-foot frame, so you get through. But you know that it's a standard human door the other side, if you're in the right place. Because you're on the 3rd floor of a building.
Complications less getting into the portal and getting your horse down 2 flights of stairs in a nice farmhouse.
In like a French chateau farmhouse.
It was in the. Was it on a floor or was it in like the attic-y area?
It was on the top
attic
floor.
conversion, yeah. Attic
Yeah, right. No,
conversion.
attic on the top floor. Yeah, so it's way up there. You could also just 10 minutes on the other side in the 2nd level spell slot to just summon him again.
True.
Anyway, Breton, you go through.
Yep.
Okay.
I will say, from what we understand, I don't think this portal is one way. So if Breton goes through and it is the correct place, he will stick his head back through and be like, give a thumbs up.
Okay. It does lead to the correct place.
But then Breton's gone for maybe 5-10 seconds before he just kind of like comes back through, and we'll just, we're good, we can come through, and we'll just step back through again.
Make sure Valymr goes through, but I think he disconnected again.
Mm-hmm.
It does look like he froze again, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
What the fuck is he?
So I will go once more into the portal, presuming that Valymr is also ahead of me and not with his bloody horse.
Okay. We'll
Summon
cover
the
that
damn
when he
thing,
comes
man.
back. That might be an API issue. Or so, no, RMTP server issue in wherever Valymr is. If his internet's fine. Can someone quickly type to him? Because I don't actually have the keyboard to message in game right now.
What are we typing?
Do you know what I feel like? Oh, hello. You back?
I am. I don't know what's going on. Sorry.
It might be RMTP server based if it's just Discord.
Oh, and yeah, my camera still thinks that Discord is on.
Yeah. So it's a client side thing for Discord. It sucks. We move on. But you guys progress through the portal. It is let me roll.
This is where we've learned that every time you go through, you have to roll to see where you end up. So Breton getting to the right place was sheer dumb luck. And when he went back through, well, sucks to be sucked. You got to roll again.
Yeah, did we get to the right place, or are we good?
Breton did, but now we're rolling for something, and there's a concern there.
I think it's what time of day it is.
Okay. You see out of the window, those who go through, it's a deep red sky. Hues of
Did we go back in time, back to when the blood shit was going on?
and seems like it's sundown.
My first question is like, is this like the traditional like very deep red sundown of the region? Clarification is important. Is this a normal sight for us?
Give me a perception check, Breton.
Perception check. Okay, I gotta roll perception to know it's a normal sight for us. Well, that was almost a 2, but it gave me a 24.
Looks to be a red sky at night situation.
Sailor's Delight.
Shepherd's Delight.
Shepherd's Delight.
Sailor's Delight is what I heard. Sorry.
All right, Little Miss Navy.
I haven't heard either of those expressions, so good for
Red
both of you.
sky and morning, sailor take. Red sky and
Warning.
morning, sailor take warning.
Shepherd's warning. What the?
Red Shepherd's Warning.
Well,
we
we've
do have a
got-
lot
we-
of sheep people in Britain, in
Yes.
fairness.
Yeah, I think it's self-explanatory.
We also have a lot of
so-
sailors. What a fucking
True,
Britannia,
true.
motherfuckers.
Yeah,
For those of us who
Start-
don't understand the reference of the warning,
Usually, when a red sky at night means the weather is going to be
Going to
clear
be
the
good
next
the
day
next
because
day.
the storm is to move on.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the
so you won't lose your sheep because, you know.
I can
bad
understand
weather,
why
sheep-
it would
yeah.
apply to both
Yeah.
jobs. It's just really weird that the difference here between the Brit and the American is profession and not the saying. Like,
Yeah.
I heard it from my father, who was a sailor. So
that's
sorry.
I heard it from my mother, who was an insurance broker.
Say a
shepherd.
My surname is Lambert. I fucking win.
And for those
Shepherd's
of us who-
Warning,
You
Lambert.
seem
There
to
we
have
go.
returned to the prime material plane where you left it.
Wait, is it night or morning?
It seems to be
Night.
red sky at night.
Okay, so a lot of people are going to be delighted. Of various professions.
All of the sailors and shepherds are partying right now. In fact, you see
Artificer's
in
delight.
the nearby the
Okay. All I'm saying is, when I type in red sky at night in Google, the next line is sailor's delight, not
Well, all I'm
shepherd.
saying is your
Search-
Google is I'm American.
See,
I'm
I put
gonna
it
say-
in, and it
I was gonna
literally
say
says
this.
red night and night. It says shepherd's delight for me. So
I
I'm
was going to
just-
say, are you using .com or .co.uk?
Not neither.
Oh my god, it's actually one of the searches is red sky at night, shepherds or sailors.
That is very much the same. Like, if you search cookies on the American Google, or the English, or I guess, yeah, American Google's correct there, you get cookies. You search cookies, or I guess biscuits is the term. You search biscuits, and you get two very different things if you're searching
Yeah.
on the American
It's
Google
shepherd
or the British.
originally, because it comes from the Bible. It's apparently from the Book of Matthew.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like Finnish.
And with
people right
that,
now.
that's been Component Cast for this session. Thank you everyone for coming.
What came first, the shepherd or the sailor?
Definitely the shepherd, right? Animal
No, I-
husbandry's got to
I-
be earlier than
And sailing
proper
depends
sailing.
on the culture, I guess.
Yes,
No,
sailing.
I don't.
Sailing's been around for.
Animal husbandry's been around for.
But if we're talking, like,
4,000
Polynesian,
plus years.
Like,
Well,
I
if it's
don't
biblical,
know.
then originally the original term should have been Gatherer's Delight, Hunter's
Probably,
Delight.
yeah,
So,
most likely.
When I
People's
search
delight.
biscuit on my Google,
So you know what?
I get
Skyrocket ship
50-50
flight.
Yank and Brit.
Afternoon tonight. Let's go. Anyway, yes, you're through. You're back in the prime material. It's a blissfully nice sky.
Yeah, Ruby's gonna
sunset.
turn the portal off and hide it.
Okay, and hide it. Okay.
also apparently very early in the night. So, do we just want to stay the rest of? Do we just want to crash here?
Dump, dump, oh, falls over.
It is a very good job that I didn't do what I talked to you about post game last week. So remember I said that I was thinking, oh, maybe I should have, burned the house down while I walked through the portal. I'm glad I didn't.
Yep.
Don't see the funny thing about bridges is if you're crossing it, that's fine, but you don't want to burn that bridge if you ever plan on going back.
We didn't. Ruby was very, very adamant that we were staying in this hellhole until she leveled up.
Well, you guys convinced me to leave, so.
I mean,
I think
that
Breton going
wasn't-
down convinced you to leave.
Yeah.
The sticking around to level up wasn't necessarily a bad idea, but at the same time, like, that was Plan A. Like, don't just.
By the way, Midge,
Hey,
can I
you
have
guys.
said that I took a shaving of grass from that plane?
Sure.
Thank you.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
Give me a moment then. because
or something of that plane, native to that plane.
What are you trying to go for that's native to that plane? Because
I was
there
gonna
will
pick
be
up like a rock or the grass or something, but
okay. If you're going for the
piece of debris from the foundry.
Okay. Let me know what you would prefer to go for.
piece of metal if possible. But
Was the knight's sword? Could Breton tell if it was forged on that plane or not?
You're unfamiliar with the craft. You would actually say no, Breton. All of the armor and the weapon, because you did inspect the corpse.
Yeah, it wasn't blood silver. I do remember that.
No, yeah, it looked to be of like ancient mundane.
That being said, the demon callers were using blood silver weapons.
Yes, they were.
So maybe one of their long swords would have been an easy choice to take, assuming we're okay carrying blood silver. That is.
well, I've
the
still
big
got the
issue.
dagger. I'm sorry, not the vorpal dagger. Shit.
No, we threw that. We threw that in the forge. That's why the forge did the thing it did.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 pearls.
Again,
Doubt those are abyss pearls.
Ruby,
Yeah.
what are you looking to go for from that plane?
If the group said they were going to head back, she would not have steered them back to the foundry, but she would have taken something that she could identify as part of the ground of that plane.
Okay. Do you have a file, any sort of container for dirt?
She has her bag of colding. That's
I
about
will
it.
give over the empty vial from drinking a potion of heroism.
There you go. You can scoop some dirt into that, I would say.
Sure.
I just put it this way. Other things might require us to do some rerolls.
Okay.
I was going to ask, like, we also have the giant insects. Like, would chitin from Dim have worked?
Probably.
Chitin doesn't expire. It doesn't, like, really decay all that well. Like, very much tuned to this plane. But it's fine. Dirt, orc.
You got a jar of dirt.
We've got a jar of dirt. I hear pirates are all about that. What do pirates stand on your red sky?
Well, sailors seem to agree. So, just because you're a pirate doesn't mean you're not a sailor anymore. So, what do you guys want to do?
Pass out.
Yeah. But it else sleeps.
Sure.
That's all, folks.
Where are you trying to sleep?
Probably close to the portal.
Probably in the house, right?
There are rooms in the house. Are there beds in the house? Could we even like dare to dream that there's at least a remotely
There are some beds in the house.
Breton, before we settle down, Breton will put an alarm on the room, the attic that has the portal in it.
Okay.
So if anything enters that room, Breton will be aware of it.
Sure.
Question.
Yes.
So we'll do that on the first floor too.
Was this a bunch of buildings together?
No, it was one large farmhouse. There's a windmill, and there's a stable that's sided onto.
Okay.
When you were last here. Are you leaving the attic right now?
Breton will, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Breton, make a perception check.
Well, now that we've left the abyss, I'm doing fine, thanks.
Okay. You know that this building was heavily layered in dust when you came through.
Yeah, it was.
Another layer
old...
of dust has formed on your previous footprints.
Oh, so we may have been gone a while.
Breton's gonna go outside and check to see if the cart is still here.
Not a heavy layer of dust, but it is a layer of dust. Okay.
And Breton will call that's like, looks like we might have been gone longer than we thought, and Breton's gonna check to see if the wagon that they were using is still around.
Okay.
Clearly, this is just an area of frequent, meteorological turbulence, and it was just after a mild earthquake that shook dust from the roof.
The cart is still there. Give me an insight check.
We did smash all the blood silver that was on the
There
card.
wasn't any on this one.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Inside. Again, we're out of the abyss. That's a 19.
It looks to be exactly how you guys left it.
Okay. He's just confirming that we've been gone for a while. How much time have we missed, or I guess rather,
I'd look
has
at the
anybody
stars
been here
and tell
since?
you, but I'm from the Underdark and I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at.
We've established we're shit at survival.
I can find out. Ruby will cast Sending towards the Iron Duke.
Don't we have a ascending stone for free that we can do that with?
Yes, well, we're going to bed here in a second.
We should-
We have returned from the Abyss with news. What is the current date?
Been 84 years. No, sorry.
Happy Earth Mother's Day.
How many days ago was that since we left?
Wait, what do you mean Earth Mother's Day? That's a different month.
Yep.
What?
You're now on the first of Mother's
Wait.
Dawn.
When did we
So
leave?
A full.
I believe. Oh, wait. No, wait. Sorry. You're on Father's Dawn, not Mother's Dawn. I accidentally put you back in time.
I was gonna say we were on New Seed.
Yeah. It's the first of Father's Dawn.
Okay,
I mean-
on like
Misclicked.
3 days.
It would have been a special kind of fucking hilarious if we got back before we left.
Yeah. No, basically for every
Good
day,
news, everyone! We've solved the problem before it started.
from your assessment, every day that you were in there was 2 days outside.
Okay. All right. Well,
Would have been a
whatever.
lot worse. Alarm on the front door, alarm on the attic, if there's anything else.
Do we want to
Oh.
let Eldon know where we are?
I mean, if we want to start spreading information about this, I'm not going to be against that. People, this is a breakthrough. Like, this might be a way to strike at the heart of destruction and corruption that has been afflicting this plane since the Green and Pleasant Day.
Right. So I will let him know where we are. One moment. And I'll use my last spell slot of anything above third to cast Sending at. I just lost the name.
Eldon.
Eldon. Giving him.
You're going to ring Eldon?
Tell him the address,
You don't know
where
the
it
address.
goes, and that we are currently there.
You can give an approximation of where you are. You don't know the address.
Yes. Sorry. The location.
You can give an approximation of where you are and describe how you got here and what is here. Roughly, within those 25 words.
Is there a response from him?
I will inform the High King and I will be on my way.
Okay. Ruby just gives a thumbs up to Breton and then just boom,
Falls
onto
into
the
his
bed.
arms, or falls into the bed.
Yeah, there is no mattress on that bed.
Don't care.
Four.
Okay. What are you guys doing? Resting? Full rest? Trying to take a
Lehman's
long
tiny
rest?
hut and going to
Sleeping.
sleep.
Okay. You are Lehman's tiny hutting?
Of course I am.
Brighton will have to sleep outside it if you do,
The alarm.
I only need 4 hours.
because I won't be able to hear the alarm. Because the effect can't pass through the barrier.
Correct.
Oh,
Which is
I
why
will
I'm
then.
asking.
then I will keep it on myself.
Anyone taking a watch?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's a
But
watch
there's an
order.
alarm up, but we're taking a watch.
Yeah, I'll relieve you after 4 hours and then take the rest of the night.
16.
Cool.
Brighton.
Valymr,
Yes. Perception.
blindfold on or off?
Oh, off. It'll have come off. Where the fuck's my perfect? Oh, there it is. 7.
We're finding that Breton was very uncomfortable in the abyss. Valymr, very comfortable in the abyss, apparently.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because he knew that
It's
for
not-
literally as far as he could comprehend, no water.
But it's also his race was designed to fight demons. That's the whole point of why they were made.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense. I'm going to choose the water thing, though.
Look, no. What it is, we were in something that is like a sea of grass, and there was no water.
Breton,
This is the perfect sea.
you put your head down to rest, Breton. And not 13 minutes later, an alarm triggers.
Breton just kind of jerks up. Kind of like more grunting, just like "Ugh," frustrated. He will bang on the edge of the tiny hut and just say, "Something set off the alarm."
You could see her mouth in the equivalent of a scream on the interior, but I will not peek anybody's mics. But she is just, the expletives are serious.
How long into? So 30 minutes into my watch, it happened. Where was I? Did I stay in this room, or
Where were you?
was I the one that tripped the alarm?
Where did you go, Valymr?
Is there any
No.
windows in this attic?
You can set the alarm to trigger from certain things other than
Yeah,
creatures you see.
Exactly.
Okay.
Breton
I would
can
have
set who
gone
doesn't
to a
trigger the alarm.
floor that has a window, that has like windows, and then I've been like pacing around looking out of the windows.
Every floor has windows. I need. Okay, it is a.
One floor below the attic.
Okay, one floor below the attic. You want to be able to see out of both directions, as in behind the house to the north, east, southwest, like which.
Yeah, I'll just be pacing between rooms,
Okay.
looking through windows.
Cool.
Nothing there. Go to another one.
Okay, cool. And you're pacing back towards the room that your party have kind of camped in when Breton comes to the door saying an alarm's been triggered. Breton, you would know it would be the one closest to the portal.
That means Breton would have to actually go downstairs to get Valymr. Yeah.
Oh, were you guys
Yeah.
trying to? Sorry, I'm
Camping
misunderstanding
in
you.
the attic room.
Were you trying to camp in the attic room because there's not beds there?
No, we specifically picked rooms that had beds theoretically in them.
Yeah, so
it
that would be
have
the
been
floor
not
down.
in the attic. Yeah.
Okay.
So you are at the bottom of the. You're all essentially at the bottom of the stairs up to the attic.
Okay.
Then after alerting Valymr, it's going to be an awkward situation. It's like, Breton would know which alarm would trigger, by the way.
Yeah, I said
So,
it's the one.
The
closest
attic
to
one is
portal.
triggered.
Yeah.
So he was I think something just came through.
Shit, they must have been invisible. Blindfold down.
Well, they just came through the portal.
Oh, as in they're coming from the port. I thought. Okay, yeah, no, that makes more sense. Thank you. Blindfold not on yet.
Okay.
I use it as one on off.
How would you like to proceed?
Breton's going to activate the animated shield, weapons in both hands, not wearing armor, by the way, because you can't sleep in armor effectively. He's in like the padded armor that comes underneath the plate. So I
Yeah,
imagine you could sleep in that somewhat comfortably,
Oh yeah.
but not normal plate. No, so his AC has been reduced significantly.
Gammons
Breton,
would be
he's just gonna
really
start-
comfortable in anything lower than 20C.
Breton will just start making his way upstairs.
Yeah,
Oh.
same. I'll follow on.
Are you going stealthily?
We'll make the attempt to.
Okay.
Yeah,
Roll
sure.
stealth then.
It is not currently a disadvantage because he is not wearing super heavy plate mail.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna roll luck. Fuck it.
That being said, Breton is not a stealthy guy,
That was
so
a
every
disadvantage.
step.
That did roll at disadvantage there, I think. Or did you?
It
give
rolled
yourself
advantage and
advantage?
disadvantage.
Okay, I see.
No, I mean-
got a 12.
We're in an old townhouse. Breton being
You're a big
stealthy
guy in
but
an
still being
old
300
farmhouse.
pounds, just creak crunch every step.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, You get to the top of the stairs, and the portal frame is on show again. And you know Ruby hid it, but you do not see anything in the room. Ruby, are you also
Invisibility on
following?
himself.
Yeah, I'm right behind Breton.
Yeah. Is Ruby following, or is she staying in the tiny hut?
She's getting up.
Okay.
It takes her a
That's the one.
second.
I don't
I'll
need
put
the
the-
invisibility because
I'll
Valymr can see.
Yeah, I'll put the blindfold down and I'll see if I can see anything.
Give me a perception check then, Valymr.
Okie dokie. Can I roll well? 15.
You don't catch anything.
And Breton
Nice.
divine sense. So you don't need to be able to see things to sense them.
No, that's very true.
And I need to double check alarm. Does the alarm continuously go off as long as they're in the area, or just when they?
Did you
I
put
think
the
it's
alarm on the door going into this place or right in front of the portal?
So the alarm area is up to a 20-foot cube. Is the attic smaller than 20 feet?
No.
Could they be on the roof?
So
Would that trigger it?
so
No. it
let
wouldn't
me
be in
let
the
me
roof,
describe
because
to
you'd
you
put
the
up-
attic space. So it's
Sure.
one staircase up. So essentially, it's a staircase up, and then the attic door is on the left. So there's like a 5-foot landing at the door, probably about 7 foot. And then there's a door on the right, door on the left for like what seem to be small, really small, possibly small bedroom, but you don't know. You never went into them. Both doors were locked, or more likely cupboard. And then it is just half of the town, half of the farmhouse long attic.
Mhm.
You actually know for the behind you is actually flat roof,
Mhm.
like to what would be the wall behind you.
So,
So
it would have been
so
the,
you've got probably about 40 foot deep of just attic space, and then it's portal. It's a 10-foot frame, like a good 15 foot away from you, 20 foot away from you, and then it's just like junk.
then you'll have to tell me where I placed it, Midge, because my idea would have been putting it where the exit descended, so we would have noticed somebody was leaving or entering the attic.
That's where
Not on
I
the portal
assume.
itself.
So I assume
Okay.
you're still in it. So it's like it basically fills the space between the two side rooms, essentially,
Mhm.
and probably touches like the edge of the portal. To be fair, from that range.
So it's entirely possible they're not actually in the attic. They may be moving throughout the rest of the house, but we didn't see them going up the stairs.
No, I didn't see anything.
Okay. Stay here. Watch this. See if anything moves. I'm going to start researching your room by room.
Okay.
Just to make sure nothing's not coming back in or out.
Yeah, Ruby's going to activate her gem of seeing and also do the same thing.
I suppose I will cast the invisibility on myself, just in case there's something invisible. I still have second levels left.
I have all of my spell slots back.
Okay. Valymr, make a perception check for me.
Okie dokies. Finally, 22.
Valymr, you see a small box, probably no thicker than like a thin book, attached to the side of the frame. As in the portal frame. What's your AC right now?
19.
19. Okay. You make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
I need
I'm
to
going
see.
to point it out. 13.
Oh no.
Luck. I didn't like that response. 23.
Oh no.
I saw that mouth movement. I'm still worried.
Put it this way, if that was your last point of luck, you just spent it wisely, sir.
Well, it was my first because I just woke up.
True.
Is it a save or a suck?
No.
Or...
No. Brett was 30 minutes into his sleep. He was first, wasn't he?
No, I was first.
You were gonna wait. You were gonna take over.
Sorry.
Brett.
I slept for 4 hours and then I took over from Breton.
If it was 30 minutes into my sleep, that's 2.5 hours into the watch. There's no way you've rested. Because I can't watch for 4 hours.
Well, then we had a mix-up in what our order was then, because I was under the assumption that I slept for 4 hours and then took over the watch.
Yeah, it was 30 minutes into Breton's watch, wasn't it?
No, 30
minutes into his.
Breton's rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
It woke him up.
Okay. I heard watch. Okay.
No, 30 minutes into Breton's rest. It was Valmyr's watch, which is why Valymr did a perception check, which was naff.
Wait, no, that's... Yeah, because if it's in his rest, so... How far into the rest are we? Because Breton can only watch for 2 hours. So it's either 2.5 hours into the rest or half an hour.
I thought it was 4.5 hours in.
So that's a miscommunication between you guys, because if Breton is resting after 2 hours, Valymr, you haven't got your full rest yet.
Yeah,
you'd have to take 2 hours when Ruby take up. So you'd do your rest broken essentially.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna start after 4 hours.
Or Breton does his and then I do mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we humans, we can't rest, we can't watch for more than 2 hours, or else we don't get along.
They need 8.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hence
Okay, well, I think I've got 1 point of luck remaining then, if I don't get them back yet.
Okay.
I think.
All I'm saying is, if Breton got his 2 hours of watch, then I did my 2 hours, and then Valymr took the other 4.
Well, then it would have been different perception checks earlier. This is the thing, because Valymr was doing the watch that when the alarm went off. So it's one of those.
I've either got 1 left or 0 left. I'll roll d20 for it. 10 up, I have it.
Why don't you know how many lucks you have left?
Because the only way that I can track it is deleting. Like I have, I write 3 L's on my special move thing on my main page, and I delete them when I use them.
You can just add luck to your action abilities, and then just put how many uses do you have a day? 3. And then just click them off. That's what I do with Stone's Endurance. But anyways, yes, just...
I'm gonna need to figure out how that works then.
We will, roll a d20 for me.
11.
You have your point of luck.
Okay, I spend it to do the 23.
Cool. Good, because that stops them from doubling this damage. Basically, you wanted to survive that con. I've got to quickly see how much damage this does.
Yeah, if you've got any time after the game, could you help me out, add that to my thing?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Valymr, you feel a crossbow bolt plunge deep into the pit of your stomach.
Ugh. Ow.
Of course, we left the 2 people who could not be surprised. We did not leave to watch the portal room. Thinking that one through.
I will point out, just in case it is relevant, I cannot be crit hit because I'm wearing adamantine.
You can be sneak attack though.
True. Turns out it's fucking Zedaar coming back and
Yeah. Hey, Ghibli, do you want to roll damage?
she's been hiding in a hidden voice channel and you just drag her in.
So cool.
So guys, I decided to join the dragons because
I think, how much is sneak attack at this level? Sorry, sneak attack 5e. Poof. Two, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. You take. Damn, that was a low roll on that. Man, I can't stop rolling ones today on.
Love that for you. Love that for you.
On
Yeah.
dice. You still take 35 points of piercing damage.
Okie dokie.
Wow.
And a further. You're resistant to poison, aren't you?
I don't.
As a
think
paladin?
so. Yes. No.
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 Maybe no.
No, you can't be poisoned, but you're not resistant to poison.
We can be poisoned too. You're thinking of monk.
Oh, sorry. I am.
I'm immune
thinking.
to disease, but not poison.
Immune to disease.
And a further 17 points of poison damage. And I will get you to roll initiative, everybody.
We were each searching the house, so I doubt anybody gets Breton's bonuses for this one.
Yeah. Well, weren't we all in the doorway of the attic?
No, Breton said he went downstairs. This is
Yeah.
why this
Oh,
person
Breton said he
chose
was going to
strike.
search the rooms, assuming they had left the portal room. Ruby said she was doing the same with her.
I'll go last. It's fine. I'm used to it.
This person's going to take... so, Valymr.
Plus 12. What the fuck?
Valymr, you see just a shape move in the boxes behind you. You make another perception check, because I need to... Well, no, what's your passive perception?
If they're going first, that's scary. Because Ruby rolled a 31.
We're halfway
15.
through their
Okay, we're finishing their round.
We're
Okay.
finishing their round.
We were not present for the combat to start. That's
No, you.
okay.
it
I
got
need to move down
it got
more
a
from Ruby.
surprise round on Valymr.
Sure.
What's your passive
Yeah.
perception, Valymr?
out from underneath me.
15.
Oh boy. What's your AC right now? Doesn't matter.
19.
Okay, 2d8. You take a further 13 points of piercing and 10 poison.
So another 23 damage.
Yes. And we will start this fight in the next episode. I want to leave it on a cliffhanger. So, plus I also want to map
Set
about...
my AC, so I don't forget that I'm not
yeah.
wearing armor.
You brought me down past half health.
Plus, I want to make sure I've got a clear battle map if we're doing multiple floors of a building. Yeah. Guys, all I've got left to do today then is... Sorry to leave it on a cliffhanger, but I feel like this combat will be better served if I don't have to scramble together a paper and pen note map in 20 minutes. So...
Sure.
So thank you so much for watching. We're not going to be back. Is it next week? You guys at Gen Con?
I will be at Gen Con next week.
You will be at Gen Con next week, so we won't have a session next week.
Well, yeah, we're going to be driving back. So, yeah, you know what? No, because I'll be driving back on Monday. So, no, there's no way that I'll be...
No. I remember from our Lancer discussion. So we were going to be taking a bye week, so we'll be coming back to this in a future for the episode. So, friends, join us next time. All I've got left to do is to thank those who have been here. Thank you to Bethany Rose, to DM Lake, and to Lord Lambert. My name's been Midgeman. This has been the Elendor Chronicles, brought to you by the Component Cast, and we will see you next time. Bye bye now, guys.
Great session, Midge. Love that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You would see